Girl dinner.
Boy dinner is literally earthworms.
With beer.
With beer.
And a cigarette. Are we live? We're live. Welcome.
How's it going?
Where we at?
We're at Mad Dog's house.
No, more catered to the audience. With a conscious cast.
Oh, where are we at?
Yeah, where was very particular wording. But you didn't get it.
We're at the Conscious Cast.
Thank you.
Filming location.
We're just setting up. Yeah, because we can literally just edit it and put it. Make sure nothing plays, bro, because we'll get struck. YouTube doesn't play.
Actually, no, you should not have YouTube up because it's going to kill the internet.
True. Yeah, if you can't pull the photo up, fair.
Connor, you're lucky for that embarrassment save.
Connor, you are not lucky. We'll have plenty to say. Oh, yes.
I mean, it's happening regardless, but for now.
Yeah. You have to wait.
Where's the MiFi?
Probably on the charger.
Yes.
The closer it is to the computer, the better.
Today is going to be a cool episode. This is going to be the first episode in 3 weeks where we don't have a guest. Not since the pool episode, which the pool episode got like 170 views and plenty of hate comments.
Wait, oh yeah.
Is this something you're going to want to talk about?
Oh, yes. I absolutely adore the amount of hatred that we've been getting. I have plenty to say about it, and I'm sure we all will. But we have to wait until everybody's set up.
But we are live, like we said.
We are live. Hello. We are conscious, I swear. We know what's going to happen this episode. We're just waiting. We got Mad Dog here.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully they can't see you go nads with that outfit.
He checked.
Hey, if you do, bro. It is
Honestly.
what it is.
Yeah, that's Diddy shit.
My sister said what's up? Yeah. What up? How are you?
What's up, David's sister?
Taylor. With an E,
Taylor,
not
bro.
an O.
That's right. That's right. That's
correct,
right.
Too. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I bet Connor's smoking right now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I bet Connor's smoking right now, and
I bet
I'm
he's not
not.
as high as you are, though.
You cut yourself off.
Dude, yeah, maybe. Edibles over flower and tree.
Luna said, "Oh, am I a part of the show?"
Sorry, brother.
You can't be one of the guys.
Luna,
Dude, did you just?
Luna,
You did not
you're not conscious enough for
just
us, Luna.
assume my cat's gender.
I actually assumed two differently.
Has she picked? Sorry. Them picked yet?
Wow. Welcome to the Conscious Cast. I am Keaton Mad Dog motherfucking Miller.
You want some trivia? You want to test your consciousness?
For sure.
What episode are we on?
14.
15.
Fuck!
Pretty close.
Hey,
Close.
I'm a YouTube guy, so I'm looking at the posts. You know what I'm saying?
Keaton's involved. He knows what's going on.
Wait, hold on. Did the Stewart post get uploaded?
No, bro. We fucking suck. And honestly, I'm sorry about that. That's
I didn't
not-
even think about that until just now.
Bro.
Skip.
Yeah, please. Honestly, that's very conscious of you.
Fighters.
Yeah.
Do not smoke during fight camp unless you are different.
Me,
I literally
Noah,
talked to a guy last night at my gym. I'm a shit. Darian,
Kinda
bro.
letting this
Darian
unfold
Paget.
while we start.
Yeah.
He was just talking to me. He was like, bro,
You know what it
he's
is.
different.
Mad Dog's different. What were you going to say?
Me, Noah, and David are an hour and a half from home right now. We just realized we did not successfully upload the Conscious Cast episode 14 to
With
YouTube.
Stuart. Yes.
So the update on that is
Are we going to do it tonight?
we're staying overnight here.
Mhm.
So we very likely won't be able to complete that tonight.
True, because I just remember that you have to do it on your computer.
When we go home, as soon as we get home and unpack the car, we will get it uploaded.
Fair.
So
If nobody else has anything to say, I have something written to start this off. Does anybody have any interjections? Or actually, yeah, are the mics working before?
Bro, we're so pro that are working. They're
Okay.
working.
I'm waiting on him to catch up to
No,
you.
your mom said nice shirt, Melon.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, so we're good?
Your sister said she's good, waiting for the day
oh, you want
we blow up. It's about time.
My sister said that?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
That's
facts.
right. You know, with this episode, I think this episode's going to go down in the books.
You know, I think we've already blown up in our hearts. You know?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to read this.
happen in there before it happens in real life.
I mean, I'm living my life as though I've blown up. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It seems like we have exactly.
I put on my resume that I'm a freelance graphic designer.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. You should.
Yeah.
I made money.
He got the gig. Excuse me.
So, Keen already announced himself, but I'm the Vanilla Boy, spelled with an E, not an I.
I am Days Produce, all capital.
I'm Seth AM. You just wake up remembering that I exist.
Yeah, true.
He's the what was it? The fucking LeBron.
The LeBron's Blue Raspberry Lightning Lemonade.
Yes.
Bubba.
Ice cream.
Hubba Bubba.
No, we were saying ice cream.
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't
if
know
you were
where
an
this
ice
is
cream,
going.
that's the ice cream you'd be. No, I want to start off with. Dude, we're talking about our ice creams. Do you remember what ice cream are you gonna be? Do you remember?
Dude, he's the the macadamia nut butter cookie dough ice cream.
That's me? I thought that was you.
No. That was the one I was saying last time we were here.
Dude, I don't remember what you said with yours. I remember
We
what I
all
said
know what
mine
ice
would be.
cream I would be.
Cherry Rocky Road?
Yeah, you'd be Cherry Rocky Road because Mad Dog.
Yeah.
And then I would be like Superman ice cream.
If I was an ice cream flavor?
Wait,
It's almost like
you don't know what Superman ice cream is, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Is it? Who the fuck doesn't know who?
Dude,
what it
I don't
is?
know, but I remember having that
I
conversation.
was like, you don't know what Superman
I've
ice
never
cream
had
is?
Superman ice cream.
Oh, is it
Dude,
you?
what the
Yeah, it's
hell?
me.
Bro, what the
I'm
fuck?
that guy. I'm sorry.
Dude.
God.
I love Superman ice cream.
If I were an ice cream, I think I would represent Superman ice cream.
I have never seen it in real life.
It's like
Superman ice
very
cream.
interesting for sure.
Dude, can you guys
I don't
hold
really
the floor
remember.
long enough for me to hit the bowl?
You guys
Dude,
like
I-
Neapolitan?
I was gonna hold the floor by giving it to you to
You
do
guys
the
like
intro.
Mainly for nostalgia purposes, because when I was a kid, like, I was forced to eat it most of the time.
Yeah, 'cause it's
so
like the
now when
variety
I have it, it's
tub.
like, I don't mind it. Oh.
Mad Dog, what do you think about? All right, all right. I wrote this. Check this out.
If it's lagging behind, it will make the clip not get
So how many times I clicked last time
Yes.
for that reason?
So if you tune into the episodes of the Conscious Cast, especially when it's just us four and there's not a guest, we love to go off of topics. We love to ask questions about those topics. And I think this is a very relevant topic, especially here recently. We've been getting a lot of fans. Bunch of people.
Super fans.
Yeah, fans. And a fan, by the way, is someone who tunes in regularly. That is how I'm defining a fan. So a hater is a fan.
It's actually a super fan.
A very super fan.
Know
So,
everything we're doing.
exactly. They're like, oh, the Vanilla Boy went live. Fuck this guy. What's he doing? Like, let me comment. It's like, thanks. You're giving us what we want. So, this episode's first topic will be directly confronting our most recent haters. It's been said that we're not funny, not conscious, that we've done diddy shit multiple
shit.
times, more than one time, and my personal favorites, Keaton being illiterate, or Mad Dog, and the pedophile boy.
Oh yeah.
These are things that have been commented in the past week and a half. It's crazy how wrong they can be.
Facts.
Yo, I actually do have a question. Just a tangent a little bit. How did the Conscious Cast come up? Like the name? Because I was like, yeah.
Like how we came up with the name? I remember the CC was the first idea.
Yeah, David was on a kick of whenever he would write, all of his titles were they would be like two words and they would start with the same letter. And then we were just kind of brainstorming, and that was like a cool theme.
I'm pretty sure I brought up the joke about the Krusty Krab, and it was like the cutie crab and the cool crab.
Yeah.
The crazy Keaton.
And so then it was like, okay, so like the cutie cast and so we were just kind of playing with names that were two C letter words, and then it was just like we came up with the casual cast, and we were like, oh, that's like video games, and we're like, okay, the conscious cast, that's where we're like the guys, and we're discussing topics that are relevant to like men and like.
This mic. His mic's not going off whenever he talks.
Checking.
Nope, I'm a liar.
Yeah.
Liar. I was called out. What is it?
I'm just never letting it know my next move.
Valid.
I'm a hater and then sent you 2 roses on TikTok.
Wait, who said
I
that?
figured
Oh, it's
we-
Bonwell.
Oh, okay.
Hell
okay.
What
yeah.
up, Bonwell?
What up, bro?
We got the haters tuning in.
Yes, we have haters. He's not actually a hater. Not yet. Maybe he is, just more quietly. We'll find out.
He just hates how far away he is.
Yeah, why are you so far away, bro?
I agree.
I hate that I don't know you.
You do know him.
I hate that. What?
You've met him. at
Yeah,
at
he's
his
been to a couple of my
concerts.
shows.
Tall
Tall redhead.
redhead. That's all you gotta say. What, Wi-Fi?
Oh shit, Mike.
Mine's off.
I'm really
Cool. All right, that should be it.
I'm really glad that you asked what made us come up with the Conscious Cast, because I think the thumbnails, given the name, is hysterical.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit satirical. There's a bit of irony in it. Not completely, because we're really sitting here talking about things that we think are important, and we give honest takes on them, and we form opinions. We're not just falling to the wayside when it comes to these things. But there is a bit of irony to it. There is a funny aspect to the fact that it's called the Conscious Cast, and it's this huge thing, and we have fucker energy, as I like to say.
I would say it's like I would relate it to the fact that
Yes, bro. It's similar to.
Dude, we're trying to come up with different ways to say it's like, because you got me you got in my head, bro. Every time I say it, I'm like, fuck. I keep saying it.
Bro.
It was such a good opportunity to use that light counter, bro.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
Quality content.
He got you,
not
bro.
quality for my head.
Yeah. He really found you there.
yeah,
What were you going to
So-
say?
Similar to.
human beings, and this is where our conversations go. All the conversations we've had in becoming friends and in moving in together and living together have surrounded a lot of things that happen to involve things like consciousness and psychology,
Progressing our
philosophy.
life.
Yeah, just like what we're doing and our behavior and
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's fun on my.
and our like
right now.
the emotional experiences we're having and everything like that. Like our conversations delve deep into those things. And when you're conscious of the fact that you're conscious, it almost becomes very like meta and humorous, and we're just like laughing at the humans we are and how unconscious we can be. And
Right. It's like we're sitting here drinking and smoking on the Conscious Cast.
Fair.
It's like,
Not me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. He is not
Hey.
drinking or smoking.
However, he is on edibles. We're not going to take that away.
Bro. Yeah. But the claim he's not drinking or
True.
smoking is
Yeah.
technically true.
That is 100%
You want
true.
to drink?
I got a bowl over here.
No, hold up.
So I'm gonna step to the side.
Yes. Hold on.
Holding on.
Question 1. I dropped my phone because I'm so conscious.
I was actually just.
Is that the question?
My phone down,
So this is going to be more aimed at us, but the wording here is important. Why do the guys have haters?
We're loud. Damn, I thought he was
I
going to come
really-
swinging right there.
I really see this. Sometimes hesitation is necessary.
I feel that.
It's a little faint, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you caught me slipping,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, it was a feint, you know. Never let them know my next move. And
I'm quotable.
I think it is because me being a very, like I said, like literally last night at the gym, I was talking to one of my coach's girlfriends, and my homie Jacob Galvez, and I was like, man, I was like, please, bro, like, cause he faked a punch at me when we were like going to look at the lesson, and I was like, bro, please knock me out, dude. I'm so scared of like this fight. Like, I do not want to fight there, bro. Please give me an excuse. And then she just like was kind of like, and like we kind of like looked at each other, and she was like, Mr. Confident, saying these things, and I was like, yeah, I've definitely like just laughed. And so I feel like having him as a cocky rapper,
Facts.
you know, like look at this motherfucker, look at what he's wearing, you know,
Facts.
bro, you're just chilling in the house, like. I have no room to talk, bro.
He's
I'm-
not even in the club. You're not on a yacht.
Dude, but bitches that are going to see me on a yacht and in the club are
Yeah.
the ones that are going to be watching
Can we
this,
edit
so-
a yacht background?
Dude, yeah, we'll get plenty of stuff in here.
We're gonna get a green screen, and then we'll be able to be in whatever setting we want to be in our minds.
Yeah.
So much lag on TikTok.
And then you can still hear us,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. But
I think it's because we're on the mic.
and then you got these two
We did
dudes
it on-
who
on-
literally know their own intelligence,
Say I
and
don't know my own intelligence.
they express it through their words, knowing how to
I
express
appreciate
their,
you saying that.
knowing how to express how they feel. and I think people just don't relate to that around our fan base right now because it's based around who is around us.
Fair.
See, but that's the thing, though. There's literally only a few haters, and they're the only ones talking. I mean, there's obviously, like, in person, love all the time.
Oh, they'll make
but there's
it
not a
here.
lot of comments who are like, hell yeah, bro.
True.
Like, it'll all be personal, like, to where, like, they DM or something like that. But when it comes to
My aunt commented flame today.
facts,
I
saw
seen
that
that. I
shit.
seen that. I
That's
clicked on it, I was
facts.
like, followed by
That's
Seth
facts.
A. I was like, all right.
So,
vibe check.
but
Passed.
the negative is always louder and more consistent. So, yeah.
Bro, I think it's funny. I'm just convinced that if you're a hater, you're jealous. It's like,
Dude, what else? Why else would you waste your time? Literally
Right.
just like typing a long thing. And it's funny because this screamo motherfucker always wants to comment, trying to talk some shit
dude, you better
around
not
my
drop the
fight
name.
time.
He's not
bro.
allowed to have the clout.
He's
Don't
just a
do
screamo motherfucker.
Hold on.
it. He's a screamo motherfucker.
No,
I'm
it's
taking the
different.
attack. Come on.
Dude, he does that feeling, though. He did that feeling.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, he's an artist.
I was in a
in every sense.
post-hardcore band.
Dude, he also was in a rap music video.
Dude, I might be. I'm not letting you know my next move.
Dude, I have. Thanks. I knew
Hell
Keaton's
yeah.
next move. Not in the
Hell
cage,
yeah.
or in the ring.
See, no, I
Me
just
and
knew
Keaton
that
were in the
was
ring
what
before
gonna
this.
happen. I just knew.
Huh?
What?
So,
Is she in the camera? Nice. Hell yeah.
look
I
at
think
her.
the reason we have haters is because, and this kind of goes back to jealousy, but very specifically, it's like doing what we're doing is something people wish they could do. And a lot of people have been told a lot of reasons why they can't do it because they need to have a job or they need to fucking be responsible, go to school, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to school and don't have a job or anything like that, but you should be surrounding your like daily activities with the things you actually want to do, even if they're quote unquote unrealistic. And then we talk about that and we come on this podcast and we do it, and it is kind of unrealistic. Like, we're going fucking through the deep shit, but
It's high risk, high reward for sure.
yeah.
But we're still here.
Yeah, we're
surviving.
still
Yeah.
doing it 15
like-
weeks in.
It's like I feel almost accomplished in a way that we've made it for this long without a job
Yeah.
and doing it by ourselves.
The
And it's
haters
like,
are starting to pop their heads up.
yeah, we are the living proof of what we've been saying is possible. So now they're mad.
Dude, well, before I go, what more did you have?
The people who have been most strongly defending not doing this because it's unrealistic are going to attack this the most because they're the ones who have it most deeply ingrained. It's a type of projection.
Yeah, and it's like, think about what you're doing. And when you comment on something else and say, not funny, or not conscious, or this is some Diddy shit, it's like, where are you putting your attention? Look at where your attention is. You are fixated on this thing that you want to destroy. You're trying to comment and throw stones at this thing in attempt to make sure our influence never goes anywhere.
Right. What are you building?
Yeah, it's like you want other people to go to the comments and be like, this guy with no fucking profile picture said not funny. I can't watch
We're
this
like,
now.
we talk ourselves up. We post a reel about how a promoter said that Noah and Keaton's walkout is the best, and then
And then it made people mad.
so we're talking up of ourselves, and it's in a way talking shit, but it's like we're not trying to tear anyone down in a way,
and that
And it's from a person who like everyone literally respects.
right?
And so it's like you're literally saying that to argue against. Just argue.
it's like when you turn around and you say cap, you're saying that's a lie, so it's not real.
It's his opinion. You can't say
And,
it's
and
cap.
then that's the thing. It's like he turns around and he's like, we're just talking about opinions though.
True. They're
Or
like,
maybe
I'm
that
not
was his brother that said that, but either way, it's like, how are you gonna say that when it's all been said and done that you had the best and you're not agreeing with that, so it's not real.
Bro, there's like 3 different comments that are like not trying to hate, but not
Yeah.
trying to take away, but
They're
it's
looking
like,
for the out,
Yeah,
but they
they're like-
also want to say what they want to say, and it's like,
They're tearing down, and it's like we're trying to build something, and they're mad, because all they know how to do is tear shit down.
Facts.
Like, what are you building? Build something.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like
they're-
Where's your fucking podcast? Where's your album? Where's your
yeah,
fucking,
you talk behind a
your
camera.
winning fucking record? Where's your
I agree.
25 notebooks full of fucking writing?
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
You guys can say what I do.
Yeah, that's right. You're the LeBron. Bro, have I ever said how funny I thought it was when we were all saying what foods we were? And I was like, oh, let me think about a medium rare steak. And then, no, it was like, I'm vanilla ice cream, duh. And then it's like we passed it to Seth. He's like, potato wedge.
I'm that crispy potato.
Not just
wedge.
potatoes, potato wedge.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. Specific.
I respect. That shit
Started the whole potato conversation, I feel like.
Yeah, dude, potatoes, bro. We could talk about that again.
Nah, we don't need to talk.
Yeah, we can do that
They need to go.
later.
They need to go watch episode 9 if they want to see our opinions on.
What are you trying to pause?
I drank a lot of cold water.
I'm not a
Oh,
cat.
you're good.
I don't have any paws.
No, you're
I can't put my paws on it.
I'll
bro.
just I'll just keep talking about the same shit because I have plenty to say. I have no interest in dropping names or anything, but if you want to go searching for those exact comments, you'll
I'm sure
find
you'll
them.
find 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will find them. It's just crazy because you would think it's like it comes in waves of difference. It's like, okay, sometimes it's only support, and then it's only hate. It's like, bro, we got 160 views out of nowhere, and you're commenting how much it sucks. It's like, what do you?
I also think that it has a lot to do with like what you interact with. It's like if people, and this is why I was saying the first time it happened, I'm like, okay, it's funny to clap back. Like that's like kind of the fun in it for
Yeah,
us is
yeah.
like, okay, we got to come up with
We don't
something
take you
witty to say
seriously.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And then
Or
we got to
clap.
let it die.
yeah.
And then because if we are just constantly like
If you're trying
talking,
to
if it-
defend
yes, and it's like
or-
it's not only is it coming off like they might be right because you're defending,
You're
it
defending
so hard.
something.
You
Yeah.
seem concerned.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We don't seem concerned.
Right.
We're just like, huh, did you see what guy said? Like,
Dude, I didn't even add this, but I think another reason why we have haters is the specific clips and the specific way that we talk about ourselves.
yeah.
Like half the clips that I find, or at least like a third of them, are literally just us hyping ourselves up. It's like us in our best, talking the most shit in the funniest atmosphere with that.
Dude, think about people who get really popular just simply by talking shit about a specific person.
Facts.
They're
Oh, yeah.
riding this fame because they're keeping themselves as relevant as this person is. So they can just follow them up. So if somebody wants to be our hater
It's-
because they're seeing
Yeah.
the potential to be the number one hater of this really famous person.
Dude,
It's fairly shallow.
have you ever thought about people that are like publicists or is that
Yeah.
the right word? Like
Yeah.
like reporters and like shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they spend a lot of time trying to tear somebody down. That is like their
Yeah.
main goal.
Like the
most of them.
paparazzi.
Yeah, not all of
Yeah.
them, but most of them.
Oh, they want to catch them lacking.
Yeah, they want to
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to get the best story because
Oh,
they
yeah.
caught them in the spot. Oh fuck, dude.
Bro,
Speaking of catching them lacking.
bro, if there was a video that a critic got or some person, that's fine. You're
20
You're
más.
gonna hear what I'm gonna say. If anybody got a video of Andrew Tate fucking slipping on ice outside of his house, it'd be the talk of the town. The fact that this dude was caught in an L.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh my God, you never catch Andrew lacking."
You could go to a party and drink one too many beers and like.
He doesn't drink, but yeah,
Okay, so I mean,
he's a Muslim and he doesn't drink.
And they caught him on camera.
If they, yes,
It's like when people were trying to catch Justin Bieber smoking weed.
because he
And
said that he
kissing
didn't
men.
smoke.
Yeah, no, because he was still 16, and he was
Oh.
like this Disney child pop star.
dude,
you
and
know?
then like Michael Phelps, everybody flipped
Fucking
out about him.
Michael Phelps is exactly who I was gonna say. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, Sean White is who I was gonna
Oh,
say.
Sean
Wait, I
White.
thought it was
Sean
20.
White. They were like
22, 23,
uh,
do 24,
Sean
do
White
25.
mentioned in a.
26.
We're having two different
27.
things going.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
28.
Sean White was in a
30.
like Fox News or CNN, whatever the fuck, interview,
And I already had to do 20.
and they were like, and he like slipped in
I
that
did
he like
30.
people were buying him drinks, and they were like, "But you're six, you're
Until I
18.
catch you
What do you
lacking."
mean buying drinks?" He's like, "I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby." Like, what? Yeah, just like
You
on
probably
the
ran
spot.
more than me. For
Yeah, just
sure,
catch
actually,
himself.
you ran more than me.
Dude,
today.
I bought beer.
I'm
didn't
gonna
run
grab
it all
another
today.
beer.
I contributed $2 to this.
Fair. I did do a lot of lifting today because we were lifting heavy rocks and shit, and I was weed eating. So like, dude,
I
I've
was
been weed
farming.
eating these last 3 days. My left arm is so tired. I respect that. Okay.
Dude, that's Diddy shit.
It's different, Alyssa. We're bonding.
We have the Mad Dogs girl.
He's locked in, bro. It's not. You got to be locked in, dude. Oh.
It's like I don't.
You can't handle I guess handle is not the right word, but
Dude, I'm so glad you said handle. I'll tap back into that later.
The worst thing in your life with the best thing.
fair. Like it's big.
Dying.
Yeah, it's like
you don't want to associate the pain and the horror with her.
you're suffering in a spot where you're not trying to
Yeah.
have the thing that is not causing you suffering, because then it brings the suffering into that thing.
You don't put your bed in your kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't put like
Yo,
the shower
you
in the
don't
hallway.
eat and take a shit.
True.
What are we talking? What?
Ew.
I grabbed a beer, bro. What's happening?
Ew.
Dude, how conscious are you?
Very.
You don't put your garden in your living room.
This
you know
is
what I'm
just,
saying? It's like,
Carbonated apple juice.
I respect that.
Maybe it's like a little tomato plant.
yeah.
So
Dude.
these haters,
Yeah.
why don't they just ignore it? Why don't they just? I don't like this episode. Instead of commenting not funny, I'm just gonna go back. Why watch
They
this?
really care about
It's-
whether we get famous or not, and they hope to stop us from.
That's half of
Gaining
it. For
traction.
sure, that's half of it. I would say the other half is it's an aspiration thing. But
What do you mean?
Like they would aspire to do this. Like
Yeah,
they're
that's what,
like,
like-
that's fucking sick, dude. Like I really feel like I have a mind for that. But they know that they will not do it. They
Is
don't
it
have
jealousy?
reason to. It turns into that. Yeah. Yeah.
I respect that
Because
answer.
people like us would be inspired, but we would just like it and then move on and then try it and do it.
I cannot think of a single time in my entire life that I have commented something
There's a spider.
just to. I don't think I've ever commented just to take away from what somebody
And that's
entirely
why
was doing.
That's exactly
Yeah, it was
why
on
you're
the
the type
chair.
of person who is sitting in a chair on this podcast.
Right.
Because you don't tear things down, you build them up. You have built yourself up to the point where you can even do this.
Mhm.
And
I have attacked people's character,
there.
and I am open for them to defend it. Speaking of which, I want Keaton to hear this. I took a shot at Paddy the Baddie.
Oh, whoa.
Who's
Now
that?
listen. Paddy the Baddie's the guy that I talked about. His philosophy doesn't work because he eats whatever the fuck he wants whenever his fights are over.
Mm.
So it's unrealistic.
You think so?
Yes, and it's funny because you do it as well. So here's the thing. No, listen. He's not as bad as Paddy. Paddy goes to like 200 fucking pounds. But I also said it doesn't work long term. I said maybe it works now while he's young, and every time that he's out of the fight camp and he's fit, he's able to just eat whatever the fuck he wants and just blow up like a balloon. That's fine for now, maybe, but I don't think that you could live that out. I think if you retired from UFC and you lived that way for 10 years, you would hate it. And if you said you didn't, you'd be lying to the public. So that's my take on Paddy the Baddie's.
last little part you said?
The very last thing I said?
Yeah.
I said he'd be lying to the public if he retired out of the UFC, had all the money in the world, and he didn't have to train or anything again. And he just became 200 pounds and stayed like that and just ate donuts and fucking ice cream and everything every day whenever he wanted for 10 years, he would hate his life.
That's the thing, though, is that because I literally like every fighting podcast ever with anything, I'm listening to it. So I've heard him talk about it to where this dude makes weight every single time, never missed weight. That's like the number one thing in the fight community is like that's all that fucking matters. And he's in shape every time, goes rounds. every
Right,
time.
that's not my argument.
For sure.
Right.
But to your argument, it's always in fighters to at least somewhat be involved with training, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Khabib, for example, that dude is like 220 pounds, but he's fucking not fat.
Right.
He's just big, but he eats whatever the fuck he wants.
Would you agree Paddy gets worse than that?
For now, but if he were to
He
retire,
looks like
you were
fucking
saying,
Fat Albert.
he's not as bad as he used to be, though.
Bro,
like,
he
in
would
the older,
hit
like,
he's
first,
like 5'9". He would hit 200 pounds. No. It's like, I get it, bro. You're doing it for a few months, and then you're going back to fight camp. I respect that. You're still feeding into the fitness side of you. But he made a claim that I don't agree with. He said, I'd rather be fat and happy than fucking miserable with a six-pack. It's like, bro, ride that mentality out for 10 years, and you will see how false that statement
Well,
is.
he knows that that's not going to happen because he has aspirations of being a UFC champion.
Right, but what if he did all the fights, got all the records, and
Okay.
retired? And then he just was like, well, I'd rather be fat and happy than blah, blah, blah. And then he would just eat himself to fucking 200 pounds
So
and
hold
stay
up.
there for 10
Are you
years.
saying what's the main purpose of life? Like, what do you think is the main feeling that you want at the on your deathbed?
My answer is very, very biased.
Oh.
Progress. Achievement. Capability.
Okay. Do you think that? Okay. So I guess it is just from person to person because I agree with Paddy to where it would be happiness.
Well, I agree with it being happiness. However, I don't agree with the mentality of what Patty
don't-
is saying because also what David's saying is Patty's painting out a picture of like I'd rather be fat and happy than like
Miserable with a six-pack.
right, and
is
it's like
the quote.
he can only say that because of what he's doing. So he's allowed to get
He can
fat
tap
in
out of
between and then go back in and
He
get
has the
cut
discipline.
again.
Yeah.
But the point David's making is if he just stops doing that routine and he's like, I just want to be fat and happy for 10 years,
He will be depressed.
yeah, it does something to your mental. It's like literally depressing. It's not like, oh, he just wouldn't be able to handle the image of himself, which would be part of it, to be honest.
But if he's on track like he is to make enough money to retire, because like he probably has a similar plan as to like Conor McGregor. Hold up, I need some damn water.
I'm like locked in right now. Because he does the same, not exactly, but he has the same
Yeah.
Paddy the Baddie rhythm. He does a lot of the same things diet-wise. So I thought this would be really funny
yeah.
to say to you.
And shit, what was the last thing I said?
You
All
said
right, I won.
if he
Just kidding. You said, I was listening. Hold on.
Dude, I also kind of forget what you said.
Yeah,
We were
about
talking about whether happiness was the end goal.
Oh, you said he's gonna be like Connor, where
Yeah.
he's. You remember?
So, literally my plan. Focus on getting to be a UFC champion, no matter how many fights it takes, no matter how I work the ladder.
Mhm.
Get to be a UFC champion, and then from there, see where the division is at.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like a chance to where I can go up to 45 and be a double champ, why the hell not? But it's a young man's game. I'm trying to take advantage of it as much as I can. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I know that shit is over fucking said, but it's kind of for real because I mean, we'll just have to see.
Is it not possible to be here for a good time and a long time?
Absolutely, but with something like fighting,
I would know a lot about
it
it.
depends.
I mean, it's if
Yes.
It depends on how big I am.
Well, first of all, you're gonna be one of the biggest. So
That's what I'm saying.
And
So if
then-
it is like a McGregor situation,
Well,
to
once-
where once he becomes a champion, he's like, okay, I can go up to 45 and become a double champ. And then from there, he's like, okay, I can box Mayweather and be fucking sold for life. And then it's just like from fight to fight. Like if there's big fights and it makes sense, I will keep going.
yeah,
But if there's a chance to where I'm good and I am just became champ and I can like, there's this one contender that would be very good for my legacy, I will take him out, and then that's my retirement.
right. But
But that's the tricky thing is I don't want to retire and then have to come back like Henry Cejudo and shit like that.
dude, you don't even
That shit
have
never
to
works
say
out.
you don't even have to say you're retired if you would fight for later on in your life. It's like when Logic says he's retiring and he's not. He's just getting out of his label and like, yeah, I'm just gonna be done with music for a while. It's like,
Comes back in 2 years.
yeah. So
I guess that's a while though.
yeah, but it's like he was never retiring. Retiring means you're done. You've finished it. Like you're not doing it anymore. And if you're gonna be a fighter until you literally can't fight, then I would not say that you're gonna retire even after you're champion and have achieved the goals that you want to achieve or whatever, because you would still come back and take big fights like you're saying.
Yeah, how many
But-
times has McGregor retired, bro?
Right. But I think the point is that once you're done in the UFC,
And you can live your life however you want.
you're not just going to stop living life. So you're going to want to still be good at things. You're still going to want to achieve things. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to be like, okay, well, I did everything I wanted
You're not gonna start doing coke, right? Like
Maybe
you're not
shrooms.
gonna just change to being a person who doesn't care about their health.
Yeah.
You're just someone who cares about their health. It's not just for fighting.
To bring it back around, what he said. Yeah. To bring it back around, what he said about
Retiring?
living life.
I
Like
saw
you're
your
still
mic.
living life.
Mm-hmm.
Even after fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the ultimate reason on the Paddy the Baddie situation. Is because fighting, going through this process of fight camp, literally is a different world.
I believe that.
And after that, it's like, dude, I just want to live normal. I want to be able to lay in bed with my girlfriend and eat some fucking ice cream, weigh 150 pounds.
150 is very different than 200. Can we agree on that?
But there's 2 weight class differences.
But if he's not fighting, that's irrelevant. Is that true?
He's pretty consistent.
No, if I said, let's say Paddy the Baddie says, after I win 20 fights, I've proven all I need to prove, I'm not doing UFC anymore. So he wins his 20th fight, and he says, okay, I'm not going to fight in the UFC anymore. I'm going to eat whatever I want, whenever I want, sleep as well. I'm not even going to tap into that. Let's just stick with the diet. I'm going to eat whatever junk food I want, whenever I want. And if that means I'm at consistently 200 pounds, then so be it. That's the life that I want to live.
Maybe even extending past that as time goes on if he's not regulating it.
Right, and my argument essentially is he says he'd rather be fat and happy than with a six-pack and miserable. He's what, approaching his 30s? 30? Something like that?
Yeah, probably late 20s.
So let's say he hits his fucking 20th win when he's 32. And then for 10 consecutive years, from 32 to 42, he stays at that 200 pounds.
Can we fact check on age?
I think he's 30 exact. Oh, I don't have fucking service. Broke boy. Conscious boy.
I already had
Okay.
because me and David were talking.
Here's my biggest thing on it.
That is fucking.
I want to make this last statement, please, before.
Go ahead.
Okay, please.
Born in January 3rd, 1995.
So he's not 30. He's turning 29 this year. Okay. So let's say by the time he's 30, he hits his 200 or
Wait, no,
20th
what's his
fight.
record?
He would be turning 30 because I'm about to turn 29. And he was born the year before me.
I'm
Well,
so sorry. My
20
point was his record.
Right. What was the point with that?
I wanted to fact check the record. I'm so sorry. I'm so
I
sorry.
got you.
Also, if he was born in 1995, he would be turning 30 in 2025, right?
Yeah.
So that means he would be 29 this year.
Yeah, he's already 29.
Oh, is his birthday already passed? Unless his birthday's in fucking
It's not the next
I was
year.
born
it's
in
on January
December.
3rd.
Well, he was born in 1993, but he was born December 1st, so he
But-
still has 2 months.
But I was born January 12th, 1996. I'm 28. I'd be turning 29. If he was born January 3rd, 1995, that would make him a year older than me. He's about to turn 30.
yeah, he's about to turn 30
He's
in,
right between-
in
He is
2025.
He is 29, about
Okay.
to turn 30 on
Fair.
in January.
I'm making this point real quick. I think
Yes.
you already know where I'm going with
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
His record is 22-3-0.
So he's already got this shit. Okay, cool. So let's say his fucking
I
fight.
knew. I was like, that motherfucker. I feel like is more experienced.
What if it's
than 20
25
wins.
then? What if as soon as he hits 25 wins, he says, "Okay, I've
He'll
done."
probably, if he gets to 25 wins, it probably will be. He'll be a champion by then.
So yeah, let's say he just
You
taps
said
out of it.
22? He has 22 wins.
22-3-0.
Yeah.
Let's say he turns 30 by the time he hits his 25th win. So from 30 to 40, he says he lives out this philosophy of his of I would rather be fat and happy than with a six-pack and miserable. So he remains, let's say he stays at the 200 pounds that he loves going to. And he just eats ice cream and donuts and force feeds himself to sit at that easy 200 for 10 years. I am completely convinced by that 10th year, he will be miserable and he will regret a lot of that time that he spent in that lifestyle.
Dude, if he gets to that point, he'll just fucking get in shape like that, bro.
I want
that's
to make.
awesome.
I want to make a counterpoint.
Sure.
Can I just say this really quick?
Yes.
What you just said is the whole point that David is making. He would hate it, so he would change it. because I don't even think he would make it 10 years before
I don't
he's
think
like,
he would either.
Dude, my whole 20s, I was working out all the time, so now I
Yes.
I need to do that or I'm just fat all the time.
That does not mean he's gonna stop working out though.
But the point
He's like I said, the Khabib thing. He's gonna be big
you're
and
good.
fucking stocky.
right, but the claim that he said was he would rather be fat and happy than with a six-pack and miserable. That's what he said. That was the quote. And all I'm saying is I disagree with that quote. I don't think that you can live it out long term. I think it's unrealistic, and I think that it
So,
will make
Is
you
200
miserable.
pounds a problem?
At 5'9", yes.
The
But he's-
human, it doesn't matter
Who?
how.
My dad is 2.
It doesn't matter how tall you are. Your joints
exactly healthy.
can withstand shock waves and force and weight the same across humans. Being taller doesn't mean I can be heavier and my joints are somehow staying healthy.
That makes no sense.
My joints are not stronger.
A 200-pound, 6'4" man, it looks different than a 200-pound, 5'9" man.
The joints are the problem.
Yeah, but what about the level of fat? Just weighing
Yes,
all their
your
bone
bones-
structure down.
Right. So people who are taller, who are typically higher weight, typically get more joint replacements and have worse, like, physiological issues in their body, in their limbic system, their musculoskeletal system, because of their height and their weight. Because weight doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter how tall you are. Your joints are the same kind of joints. They're made of the same material. They're going to withstand weight and pressure the same no matter what your height is.
Could I just say this real quick?
Yeah.
People that are in the NBA that are like absurdly tall, like
and
7 foot plus,
not even super buff, skinny.
they one die at an earlier age.
Yeah, I've heard about
and
that.
two, they get injured a lot.
They're considered obese.
Their careers usually end earlier.
They're considered obese, as in they look skinny to us. They're just big, fucking long, tall, like 7 foot people, and they're considered obese because what obesity is measuring is at what weight a human being can get to that while not damaging their joints and their body from being so heavy. So
Okay.
taller people are more likely to be obese at lower weights.
So, a 200-pound, 5'9" man and a 200-pound, 6'5" man. Would you agree that the 5'9" man is less mobile?
It depends.
I understand genetics play a part. Would you say, on average,
Depends on how much of the pounds, how much of their body weight is fat, how much of it is muscle, how much of it is.
Well, we're talking about
Do they work out?
because his point is if Paddy the Baddie is 200 pounds and fat, he's less mobile. So hold on. So
Has he ever
If-
gotten to 200 pounds and fat?
yeah, 200 pounds and fat, yes.
No, 200 pounds, and he is his body fat percentage is like above 25 to 30%.
Yes.
I have a whole like sandwich.
Bro, his
That-
fucking head is shaped like a teardrop.
So-
He gets big. He gets fat.
not to take away from what you're saying, but do you know for a fact his body percentage or his body fat percentage is like a thing?
With how much fat is in his face, it is an educated guess. No, I do not
Fair.
know for a fact.
Fair.
He has said before that that's literally the biggest part about him when he does this. Like his body never matches it. That I am off the Wi-Fi.
Okay, you don't have service either, do you?
No.
Bro, you don't no service gang right now, bro? Are you serious?
What I wanted to get across is that 200 pounds isn't the problem. It's about how much diet and exercise, like what your diet
Thank
is.
you,
What your diet is
yes.
specifically.
Yes.
If he loves avocado,
Agree.
if he eats whatever he wants, but what he wants to eat is avocado and lettuce,
Thank you.
and and his diet that makes him happy is
I'm
also
not
a
fucking
diet.
wrong. You know.
At the haters.
If the diet that makes him happy is also a diet that just so happens to make him healthy, then he's fine. But if his diet is donuts and ice cream,
It is.
Is that his diet?
He has said and shown the things that he likes to eat, and it's a lot of fatty, high carb.
on his YouTube.
Is that true though? Am I right? He like dessert food,
I mean,
pizza, donuts.
it probably goes in waves.
it seems like whenever he goes through that phase of I'm going to live out, I'd rather be fat and happy because I don't have to train for an upcoming fight. The things that he eats
But he still trains.
that's fine. But the things that he eats are donuts, pizza. I'm not trying to attack you. I know, by a byproduct it is.
All right, here's a photo of Paddy the Baddie.
That does not look that bad.
That's what I'm saying. But look how bad his face is.
Yeah,
Look at how bad his face is.
Yeah.
Like,
I would agree. I will agree. I will say this. His face looks the worst of all of it.
so
I think the photos that you've seen
he's
are probably
170
edited.
on the left.
What is it?
He's 170 on the left. For reference,
No,
I'm six.
that's probably during fight week, so he was probably like around 158.
There's
Does he ever fight at
somebody on here
170?
said.
No.
He never fights at 170.
He fought at 145 at one point.
What's the highest he's ever fought at?
55.
155. So he had to have been at least 155.
Either way, it was saying that his body fat percentage got up to 22.
Okay.
He was probably 170 in that right picture.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
I don't know.
Somebody had put some like caption that said he was 170 on the left and 200 on the right.
Interesting. Because that was during
200 pounds of muscle is pretty insane. It's like if all that muscle's still under there, and he just gains 20 pounds of fat. I'm sorry, 20 to 30 pounds of fat. If he's 5'9" and 170 pounds because of all that muscle, then his muscle to body fat percentage, he's got a lot of muscle still when he's in that second picture. And if he maintains that, and even if you can eat donuts. If your body looks like that, you can eat donuts, and you can eat ice cream. Your teeth are more at risk than your health. But you have to exercise, and you have to also eat green shit. And
Green
fiber.
shit?
Green shit.
Like baby shit?
Yeah.
You heard it
That's
here.
the science guy.
You have to
You
eat
heard
Mad Dog does not
You have to
approve.
eat
Matter of
like
fact.
kale, spinach, avocado. You have to eat healthy oils and fatty acids. You just have to have like a balanced diet. And it can include some donuts and some ice cream. That's okay. But you also have to exercise. And this is about talking about like what's going to lead to healthier joints. Because 200 pounds
I
is gonna
fight
put
in a
your
few
ri-
days.
your
Please
joints
do
at
not
risk
say
either
this
way.
shit to me.
What the fuck's happening?
Victim weight, but I can. Oh.
Wait,
I don't
what
even
was
know
said?
hold on.
What was
'cause I don't
said?
even know what he means by that.
Wait, please tell
He's
me.
probably saying. He said.
Only one of you are not victim weight.
What does victim
I
weight?
don't know. That's why I'm saying.
Are you a rapist?
Dude, I guarantee you, I can do anything that you can do times 2.
That's correct.
Bro, all I'm saying is
Wait,
I
does
don't
it
know
mean
what
it's
he's
not a victim weight.
I don't know what he's trying to say. I can't even feel.
I'm 170, so I'm not a
Is he
victim
saying
weight.
one of us is tiny? Is that what he's saying?
All I'm
He's saying
saying.
all me, you, and him
You're victims of
victim weights,
malnourishment.
which means like, female getting taken. Victim weights. Seth is the biggest one out of all of us.
I see. Well, if
Look
it-
at this.
Listen,
First of
all
all,
I'm saying, if that's what he's saying, cap. If it's not what he's saying, I don't know what you're saying.
dude, I could outrun you probably.
That's what he's saying, bro.
But
I'm not trying to tangent too much. I want to stick to.
well, I
some of
have
these
something
questions.
specifically
Okay,
to talk about what we've just been talking about.
That comment, real quick.
I've taken everything in.
Tune into
Yeah.
my fight this Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm just simply
Go to my
trying debate
Instagram
this
at
Yes.
Keaton Miller _MMA.
because I made a lot of claims, right?
Yes,
My
yes.
link is in
And
the
I
bio.
knew
He said ponytail's the
Dude,
one that's
I
not
knew
the
he was
victim
gonna
weight.
take it a certain way. I knew it. I knew it.
Don't talk about my fucking boys like that, bro.
This is the gang, dog.
You think that I can just be on your side after that, bro? These are my boys. I don't care, man. That's rude. Seth is literally not victim weight.
Dude, I took it as a compliment, bro.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie. I've been bulking. I've been lifting heavy. I've been trying to hit that form.
Dude.
So,
You
think he
I
changed
I've
his
been
mind
gaining
because
a
of
little
how
bit
I
weight.
reacted?
And
I don't know, maybe.
You 135 right now?
dude, do you have a
Well, if
scale?
you are, we're the same weight.
Do you have
That's
a
all I'm
scale?
saying.
Do you have a scale?
Do you have a scale? Damn it, bro. That's our scale.
See what you did, Jacob?
Does it give you the correct weight?
Jacob didn't comment that, did
Yeah,
he?
he did.
Jacob, what the fuck are you gonna do? What were you saying?
So,
Oh, Jacob Pizza Boy?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for this fucker to
Yes.
comment.
Uh,
I got bigger arms than you.
I
so
remember you, bro. You did not give. You gave some victim vibes.
I'm glad you said that. You know what? For that comment, you deserve that.
So
Is he really a homie?
He's a homie.
Yeah, he's a homie.
Hostile right now, bro. I'm going through the shit.
Jacob's a homie.
I know. I was like, Keen's
Yeah,
in
we got a
feral
lot
mode
of
right
haters
now.
lately.
So
He said he's a hater.
this is the wrong
He said
time.
he's a hater.
He deserves
So he's
this
just
shit.
playing the part. He's being a hater because haters are fans.
That's fine. I'm on my 3rd beer, so keep going.
Damn it, bro.
Dude, I just gotta say thank you for the compliment.
Dude, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I take that.
Dude,
bro.
he said Keaton was the one that wasn't the victim weight.
I weigh more than Keaton.
I also weigh more than Keaton, I believe.
I'm lifting heavy, okay?
Damn it, bro. Did you just hear
You
David?
knocked him out 3 times.
3 times.
We have
bro,
video
3
footage.
times. Oh, shit. Listen, all I'm saying is Keaton.
He just flinched, though. I turned around and
Dude, what the fuck is this? Is the most unconscious conscious cast. Of course, it only makes sense, but I'm just acknowledging the fact that
Yes.
this is exactly what's happening.
Everybody's drinking beer.
They're sporadic. They're chaotic. Up and down, up and down.
Okay, I'm gonna just take this opportunity to just point out. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Your nutrition plays a huge role.
Dude, I love that you're talking about this because it's gonna play into my point.
You can lower your blood pressure. You can regulate your blood sugar. You can regulate your.
I feel like you're gonna have to repeat it though. But I
your
hear you.
neurotransmitters, your neurochemistry. You can regulate all of that so much through diet. I'm not saying it's the only thing, but diet is like step 1. It puts you in the best position for sleep. It puts you in the best position for exercise. It puts you in the best position.
Quality of
for
life?
waking up at the right time and going to bed at the right time and having the most energy during your day, and it's just it helps you pay attention to your body more.
Experiencing fulfillment?
And then if you've got your diet down, then you need to try to start getting your heart rate above 120 beats per minute for 30 minutes a day. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be lifting heavy. It could be lifting light. If you're getting your heart rate up for 30 minutes a day, and start small. Just get your heart rate above 120 for 5 minutes a day for a week. For 7 days, do
Stop
5 minutes a
praying.
day. And then for the
Preach
next
it.
7 days, do 10 minutes a day. Then the next 7 days, 15 minutes a day until you're at
Or 20
30
push-ups.
minutes a day. 20 push-ups? Yeah, that's a fucking
Meditation?
fantastic, yes.
Everyone, if they
Dude,
just follow those
Get hot and
simple
heavy
shit.
with your girl for 30 minutes. I
how
mean,
you-
Yeah,
shit,
facts.
That's your heart rate's getting above 120 there.
Meditation's
healthy.
pretty cool. I like meditation.
Can you get
I
your
think it
heart rate
helps.
up?
With meditation?
I bet you
Oh, you
could.
could probably speed up your breathing.
I bet you could.
Yeah.
If you were in control enough, I'm sure you
If you
could.
could
Yeah,
do
you could probably
that,
do that.
so
I don't need
that's just
caffeine
going
anymore.
to- that's
What is
just
it?
gonna help
What do you have to say,
overall.
Mac?
Your
Mad
energy's gonna
dog.
be better, and I'm not even saying I
That's
do
how
this, but
it
I'm working
would
on
be.
it. I go to the gym
True.
every day. I get my heart rate up there while I'm at the gym. It's not at 30 minutes yet, but that's what I'm aiming for.
Meditation is mainly for
Eventually,
slow
maybe
breathing,
45 minutes. That'd be
controlling.
like dope.
What? So working out for 45 minutes?
True.
So are you
can
saying
also
like
change it
your
if
heart
you
rate
want.
isn't getting up for 30 minutes
It's getting
Even-
to 120 for 15 to 20 minutes.
because you're taking rests and you're working out for 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not, and we're not quite hitting 30 minutes every time.
I see.
It's maybe 20 to 25 minutes because we're taking it small. We're building ourselves up. Eventually, it'll be longer. We'll do more sets, and we'll keep that heart rate going for that whole period of time. And then, so if you're getting your heart rate up, that's going to help lower your cholesterol. Your diet's going to help lower your cholesterol. Those are going to lead to less stress in your body, less receptors in your body detecting threats. You're going to feel less stressed.
Would you have another comment?
Yeah.
It feeds
After
more
Seth
to your-
said going for 30 minutes, he said I can't last 5 minutes.
Hey, start at 5.
yeah, you gotta work your way up,
your
bro.
way
You
up.
got to get her to do it every day.
Gotta get the
5
habit in
minutes
there.
a day, and then eventually it'll be 10, and then it's 15.
Did this start from
So-
what you said, or
Me?
yeah?
I never
Depends
got
on,
to say
on
what.
how dedicated she is. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
So, basically, what Seth was just talking about is actually going to play into this because my stance on what you guys were debating about is, like, first of all, I was on the opposite end of like, okay, being heavier weight doesn't make any sense, but when you're putting it into perspective of like, okay, height and what obesity is, even though height isn't played into that factor, which I feel like it should, it doesn't make any sense. It's not,
Facts.
but my biggest thing about it is the long-term effects of the way that your DNA is rewriting itself based on your habits. Like if you're just spending all your time gaining weight because you're just eating ice cream and donuts and whatever all the time, that's not a lot of good quality things that are going into your body to pass on in your genes. Like I started drinking water all the time because I want my teeth to be better, because I want my kids to not have shit teeth.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
it
stopped
makes your
eating
breath
sugar.
better, and it makes you just
And it's like I stopped
healthier.
eating sugar so that I can pass that on to my kids and have better genes. I just want I want to have better genes when I'm passing it on, so that they can even be better than I am, and then they can pass on even better genes. And it's like down the line, until it was gonna stop, because my family was never gonna do shit like this. My family still eats sugar. They're still drinking pop. They're still just fucking off on their diet, essentially. I won't say all of them are, but I would say a lot of them are not taking care of that.
This
They're
is
just
one
eating.
of the like most like important differences in like what science tells us about the difference between men and women, because women, when they start puberty and they go through puberty, they develop their ovum or their ova, their eggs, and they get all of them at that time. They're all there like in an underdeveloped stage for their whole life. And then as they're having their period, they're just like developing a few eggs at a time,
Moody.
and passing them on to in a developed stage, ready to be inseminated. And then so any health risks that the woman takes on, like chemically, like
Vaping.
smoking,
Yeah.
vaping, it has a long-term effect on the outcome of her like offspring, because her eggs were there the whole time.
Mm.
And even if she quits smoking and waits 20 years, her eggs still went through that period of time where she smoked. But for men, we literally recycle all of our semen once a week. So if we smoke a cigarette this week and then wait 2 weeks, we have brand new, fresh semen. And it's like you're saying, because another thing, and I'll give a great example of this. It's going to be a little long-winded, but just bear with me. Crickets. It's either crickets or grasshoppers, the green ones. Start their life with just legs, then they hop around. And they're typically living in like not that dense of populations where they're around each other a whole lot. There's just a few kind of, so if that's the case, they'll stay that way their whole life. But under certain conditions, like when there's a lot of them and they brush against each other a lot, it stimulates hormones, and hormones can put your DNA on a separate, like predetermined but separate path, and you'll start to develop. Like that's why you can take hormones and change your gender, because you're able to pick a path that's in your DNA that's turned off like by nature. But by nature, they're naturally rubbing against each other because the population's getting really high. So they will grow wings, and they become a like mass pest because there's a fuck ton of them. They can go faster and further, and they go insane. They'll eat each other. So every time they hop, they're hopping as far away as they can because they're being chased by another. And they're also chasing the one in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to eat each other, and they'll eat all of the grain, like crops or anything like that, along the way. And they will go across a whole countryside and just eat up all the farms.
Is it like, are they equivalent? Like, are locusts the same thing?
A locust is literally a grasshopper that has
Dude.
during its life evolved into a different species.
It's so fucking funny because I was just watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and one of the curses was the locust curse.
Yes.
And it was explaining that they can extend their tail or like their hind end to plant their eggs in the ground, and it has to overextend to get into the ground.
Wow.
And then
I didn't even know that.
yeah, it's like, I don't know.
But
Does it really do jujitsu?
Maybe.
What is he saying now, bro? What,
Another
Jacob?
white man talking about women's reproductive organs.
hey,
But at least
They
you know
taught
what
me
you're
about
talking
it. They
about,
taught
bro.
me about
Yeah.
it in school. I'm
Dude,
just
let's
trying
see
to.
you behind a mic.
I'm just trying to spread facts because there's a lot of misinformation.
What are you gonna do about it?
We got Mad Dog here. Hold on. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
tan-
I don't know if
tangent.
you were done.
I've just got to relate the grasshopper thing back to human men.
What is the specimen? A
A lot of people don't realize DNA is able to alter during life in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
And what environment we are subjected to during our lifetime can alter us genetically. So when a man, and this is part of the reason men recycle their genetic material so often, it's when a man becomes much older and has experienced a lot of things, it literally changes you genetically. And your semen are more likely to inseminate properly and like
inseminate.
Like make babies.
dig a hole into the egg. And because the semen, the sperm cell has half
The hole?
chromosomes.
Not specifically. Like what he said about digging the hole. You said.
They burrow.
I said that.
Oh.
I'm being a fucker if I'm being honest. You like the hole, huh? That's your favorite part. What is it?
Oh, the sperm.
Yes, exactly.
It burrows into the egg.
Oh, yeah.
And it carries half the genetic material, 23 chromosomes, and the egg cell has the other half, the other 23. And when you put it together, it's 46, which is what all humans have, is 46 chromosomes.
Unless-
Not all humans.
Unless
Unless they have Down syndrome.
unless they're different.
And there's also something that, because that's where you have,
not average by definition,
Yeah.
it's where you have like either 45 or 47 chromosomes, and it's like,
which isn't average.
So you can have more?
Down syndrome is specifically one of them, and I can't remember which.
I was
But
getting
there's
ready
a
to say.
different syndrome that looks entirely different.
That's
Would
not.
you feel like Down
it
syndrome
up?
would be the less one?
Unironically,
Unironically, like I'm asking for real.
Down's syndrome is named after a person.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Right.
that.
So it's
I
like,
didn't know that.
I think it's actually that's one more. They have an extra.
Interesting.
Thomas
Downs.
Is that
Are you
the-
taking a shot at people named Thomas?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Dude, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I was guessing who it was named after,
That's
but
a
now
good
that
guess.
I think about it, I think
I
that's
can't tell you if you're right or
No.
not.
I think it's a person off of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Were you
Oh,
done? Were you
okay,
done
okay,
saying
fair.
the thing about the DNA or?
Yeah, well, you were just talking about wanting to have the best DNA for your kids,
Yeah, I mean,
and that's a real thing, especially for men.
yes.
Fair. You can literally change your
It's
DNA.
like, I think that it's okay to do things like eat ice cream
Fair.
and shit like that.
I agree.
Like that's why I'm just like,
That wasn't. Yeah. I
haha,
agree.
my friends eat ice cream.
Yeah.
But I don't very often. And I'm like, it's for a different reason. It's not about like how it's overall affecting my health. It's just my teeth literally can't hang. So I'm not worried about. All right, I quit the cast.
Wait, I got my third question. Unless you guys had more, I love that tangent. That was beautiful.
I was just gonna say I've specifically chosen to jump on the wave of like I want to eat more broccoli. I want to eat more spinach. I want to eat things healthier
yeah.
because I understand that up to this point I haven't been doing that, but I have a long life ahead of me and that I could change a lot of things.
Yes.
And I haven't even had kids yet, so it's
Right.
like they're not even getting.
Literally every week, it's
And this is why it doesn't make any sense that motherfuckers are having kids at like 21. They haven't even experienced life yet.
Dude, what if
Like
there's
that.
what if there's a
At my parents'.
specific way that if you stimulate a human, like they will grow wings naturally, and we just don't know it because we stopped doing it.
True.
Like, but if we did it, it would just humans would just grow wings.
That'd be kinda
How do we
sick.
know?
true.
You don't know.
Dude,
True.
maybe we should just get in a mass group of people and start rubbing together all the time.
I think this
It's
is
probably going to piss a lot of people off. And they're going to want to start biting each other's head off.
maybe this is what the Nazis were trying to do.
I empathize.
With the Nazis? Or
So the third question is,
Stop.
what? This is probably my favorite question, honestly. What can haters help with? What is the utility of haters?
Oh, my God. They give you so much
I have
traction.
to piss so bad.
Jesus, David.
Wait, who?
Jesus and David. Those are the names I dropped.
Both.
Okay.
King David?
Was Jesus?
No.
Oh.
King David was a king in the Bible.
So he was like homies with Jesus.
Shout out
'cause
Luna.
I don't know.
Jesus
Shout
was
out-
I don't know
the
if they
son
ever
of the
met.
king.
Shout out Colton Stegner. Making this for me, bro.
True.
Dude, big ups.
Shout out, bro. Shout out Luna again, though.
So laggy that David's still on the screen.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just frozen right at this moment.
How many viewers we got on what?
3 on Twitch.
Sick.
I wish I could figure out how to have the overlay that like we have whenever we're doing the casual cast where it shows how many Twitch and YouTube viewers we have.
Dude, I'm starving.
Jesus.
But I'm not gonna eat nothing. Oh shit! Oh my god! I just realized tomorrow is weigh-ins. Oh my
Yo.
god! That's crazy.
Kind of lit.
That's our thing. It's traditional.
Is pasta. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of carbs.
Yeah, pasta. We put some protein in there.
Yeah. Sounds lit. So, what do haters do for us, essentially? What are they beneficial for? I personally think it just brings a lot of traction because what they don't understand is the internet works on an algorithm, and every single comment they give us is just projecting us farther and farther into the algorithm
and
of
it's
what
also
everybody's going to see.
guaranteeing that we show up in their algorithm.
Yup.
Because now they've commented, they've interacted, and we're going to show up on their screen. Like,
It's literally, we talked about it the other night about, because I'm like, I know about Diddy, but I don't really know deeply about what's going on. I'm just like, okay, I'm aware that everybody thinks he's a fucker and he probably did some fuck shit. I don't really care that much. He can fuck off. I wasn't paying attention to Diddy to begin with. So now that everybody's paying attention to Diddy, I'm not just all of a sudden like, I give a fuck about Diddy.
Yeah.
But I still see stuff about Diddy. It still shows up because the people that I interact with share stuff about Diddy. And then it's because they interact with stuff about Diddy, so it shows up on their timeline. So then they're like, oh my God, I got to share this and let everybody know my opinion about Diddy. And then I'm like, cool opinion, don't care, moving on. And then Diddy shows up less and less and less, and then he just stops showing up.
So why is David caked up?
David has always been caked up, dude.
bro, he does not skip leg day.
No, I don't.
Dude, you're not even here right now,
Dude,
bro.
I feel like it's a very good test. Haters are a very good test of how to deal with your emotions.
Yeah,
How to
I
handle,
agree. How to
to
be
handle
stoic.
So
stuff,
it's
how
one
to be
thing
stoic.
to sit in your house and not do a podcast because you're afraid of the haters and never really experience what it's like to have the haters. You're just making up the hate in your mind. So you can never really experience what it's like to have someone hating on you. So then you're just mentally making it this bigger thing that you never even want to approach. And then now there's just people actively trying to hate, and it's like coming to the realization that it was never really that scary to begin with.
What, hate?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, oh, no, I don't like that there's people that hate me. No, I don't fucking like it. I'm not saying that it's my favorite thing, but it's like, dude, there's a fuck ton of shit that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis that's way fucking worse than somebody telling me I'm not funny on the internet.
that we're not conscious.
yeah. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so I deal with all this other hard shit all the time. Like, dude, making a pot, having to drive an hour and a half today and like all the shit, it's like, it's tough keeping
Right.
up with making a podcast. If I can do that, then how? It's like not hard to deal with people who don't know me saying some shit they don't know about me.
Right. Is this you answering the what do haters help
That's
with?
what it's doing for me.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
different
It's
from-
making you reprioritize and
It's like
giving you a new perspective.
it's like a lot
Jesus.
of people, and I could say I'm guilty of this myself. It's like I didn't want to have a bunch of haters. It's like I'm not out here praying for all the haters to be in my life hating on me all the time. Like that's something that's one of the things that makes it scary to be a public person and to have yourself publicized because you're inviting hate. and that makes it scary. That's one of the challenges.
I would agree with that.
And it's like, now that I'm doing it and I'm getting the hate, it's making it easier because I'm recognizing that it's not actually the worst thing in the world to have somebody hating on you. It's literally actually not that bad at all. And I deal with harder things all the fucking time. So I'm just going to keep dealing with the harder things all the time, and people can hate, and I don't give a fuck. It's literally, and now I'm realizing how much I really don't give a fuck if somebody's on the fucking internet hating on us.
Right.
Because that's something that's, them doing that is giving that to me.
They're giving you
They're giving me
utility.
the experience of being hated on.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm all that used to. I don't get hated on all the time.
Not to just like blow it completely off track right now,
Oh, please.
but I was just thinking, I have the ability to hook up the stream to have both this camera and my face cam on my laptop going at the same time, and we could just have Alyssa down in the corner on the face cam doing
The sign language. Yes.
for yeah.
Speaker on it too. You can put in another audio input so I can hear her talk.
Yeah, true. It would sound like shit, but yeah.
Not a speaker.
True.
Do with that.
Hey,
Yeah.
but I think it's important. First of all, I think it's a really cool avenue to have, because I don't know a single fucking I don't even see a single podcast that has somebody ASL interpreting
Yeah.
on it. And I think if you're just going to be doing it anyways, it doesn't make any sense not to give that to the
It's very
exactly.
demure. You know what I'm saying? It's
Did you say it's very demure?
demure. Yeah.
Fair.
That's dope.
I'm illiterate, bro.
You don't know. You don't know all the words.
Yeah,
for it.
she can she
Right,
gets
you
all
tap
the
into
really
science,
small
bro,
words that
and
you use
chemistry.
because you just
Yeah,
don't know any
fair.
And
words.
then you go down that jargon.
But I'm
Like,
literate
how am I
with my
supposed to know
hands and
the-
feet,
the
though.
sign
Facts,
for
facts.
microbiology.
That's all I
Like, what the
need.
fuck are you
Dude,
talking
money,
about,
man.
bro?
It's really ironic that he says that you're illiterate because he seems like a dumbass. So
Bro, to say the thing that I appreciate about haters,
I'm extremely literate.
the things that haters are providing for me. One of the top 3 things that I want anybody to do that's seeing our content is to A, listen to it, truly, not just skim by it. 2, to comment. I love when people comment. And to 3, I want people to like it. So here's the thing. A hater does 2 of those 3 things.
yeah, facts.
A hater listens to every word that we say because they desperately want to prove us wrong or make us look dumb and have us fall on our face. So they'll listen to everything. That's why people know all about your life story.
Oh yeah.
That dude commenting about this huge event that had to do with you. He knows
deep,
all about
He
it.
deep dove into
Oh,
my
yeah.
personal life to try and come up with some shit.
And then he comments about it and he goes to your live and he's listening to every word you're saying and trying to think of any way that he can make you look dumb. So now he's listening to everything you're saying and commenting about it. So thank you. You're a fan.
But at least he knows who he's talking about. Because I have no fucking idea, bro. I am not even sitting and he hasn't responded since.
Why would he?
They said I like.
It's someone very close to
They
him.
said I like paying cat girls. It's like, how do they know that? I didn't tell anybody that shit.
It's like, look, from a content creator perspective, also that, but from a content creator's
Please don't make that
perspective,
the fucking thumbnail, bro.
hate. Keaton should relate to this, and so should Noah, or the Vanilla Boy and Mad Dog. Hate is a green flag.
Yeah.
A green flag of what?
Yeah. literally,
Progress, attention, clout.
G-Eazy has a quote in a song, and he says, "If they don't hate you, you're not doing nothing different enough."
Right. The only way you're gonna have somebody that hates you is if you have people that support you.
bro. Dude, what's with the hate on G-Eazy?
Dude, there's a
Is
bottle.
there
Like,
hate
I
on
get,
G-Eazy?
I get MGK
David?
fucked this bitch and shit, but like,
Yo, David.
It was the other way
There's a
around.
bottle down here. I know it's empty, but it is not.
MGK was with Halsey,
I got
and
you.
then G-Eazy got with Halsey. Because that's why Eminem's like, MGK, you're mad because G's balls
Yeah,
deep
right.
in Halsey.
yeah, like
We're getting real
currently,
unconscious on
not
this cast.
anymore.
It's perfect.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Because she's been dating G-Eazy, but MGK fucked her.
While they were dating.
Which is why MGK said, I already fucked one rapper's girl this week. Don't make me call Kim. And MGK was just saying that because Jeezy still has her in the end, type thing, I guess.
Well,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was how the timeline worked. I thought it was the other way around.
I mean, that's the thing. No one knows, bro. That's the weird thing.
Is
Shit.
there anything else that, like, any closing statements on hate? Because essentially hate to me is
Thank
clout.
you.
Yes, exactly.
Tune into my fight,
yes,
please.
yes.
Tune in to watch what I would do to you.
Okay, for our viewers who don't hate us, and even for the ones that do,
They're here.
yeah.
They're probably watching right now. Doing this at the screen.
My advice to you, if you are going through a time in your life where you're receiving hate, or if there's something you want to do but you're stopping yourself because you're afraid you're going to get hate, I implore you. You got that one?
Can you do that one?
I implore you to just be aware that it's not so bad, and there's going to be, you can't have everyone like you. If you want everyone to like you, you're a people pleaser. I'm guilty of that. And you don't want to be a people pleaser. So it's like, if you actually stand up for something you believe in, if you believe in anything at all, you're going to, half of people are going to disagree with you. So half of people are going to be your hater. And so for every hater you've got to understand that probably means you've also got at least one person who agrees with you.
And also, they might not always voice it.
Right. You've got some very silent people who they're afraid of getting hate. So they don't, it's hard for them to come forward and comment and say that they agree with you, because now anytime somebody's commenting saying that you suck, you're also kind of saying, they're also kind of saying you suck. So you don't want, like, they don't want to be
Right.
told they suck. So it's hard for them to come out and say they agree with you. But
Yo. Shout out Dax. What
Oh.
people say about you says more about them.
Factual.
fair.
Complete facts. Yes. It's true, because whenever I was saying the thing about commenting not funny or not conscious, that's where your attention is. You gave us you,
Dude.
essentially.
We entertain them.
You literally gave us a part of you. You
We
gave
did.
us your say. You gave us your input.
They're
Thanks.
having a reaction to what they watch. It's
Dude,
literally like,
You probably 50 of the
And
views.
it's like, fuck woke culture. Like, it's not about being woke or not. Like, do you even know what woke is, bro? Fuck woke culture. Like, what?
Woke
That's literally
culture-
just not living life.
It's-
Like, if you're paying attention to views like that type shit, just
It's
have your own
redundant.
opinions.
I think woke got away from itself because originally woke was something different.
Yeah,
And
wasn't it
this
like
is
just
coming from
believing in aliens and
A
shit like
fucking
that?
ancient person.
well, like, conspiracy, yes. It's like,
It was like okay.
it's questioning traditional values is what woke is, essentially.
It was questioning like
I think that's put in a nice way.
it was questioning.
think
the
so.
s-
That's how
the
I
status
understand
quo. It was questioning the way things were in the moment, and whether a lot of the like strongly held beliefs that we had were actually right. It's like weed being legalized, that was wokeism.
True. Women empowerment is woke.
Yes, absolutely. And so it's like there's a lot of things about wokeism that are good, because it's like having an open mind to, for example, quit your job and make a podcast.
That is woke
instead.
as fuck.
That is wokeism.
That is woke.
That's where wokeism's good. It's like freedom. But
Yeah.
people are turning wokeism into authoritarianism because you're like,
I'm thinking about it from the comedy aspect of it.
Well, like saying gay, as in something's bad.
Yeah.
That's gay. Like, they were all trying to erase that. They were like, don't say that's gay because that's not their fault. And blah, blah. And it's like, now that you're like hurdled in a corner about it, it's even funnier to say it's gay.
yeah, it's like that's not where we're not supposed to be less free so that it's like you're not making gay people less free when you like make a joke on stage about gay people, because
Facts.
gay people can just ignore you and go on with their day.
I bet half of them would think it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't even necessarily even say that's gay. Like, I don't even really.
I do.
I don't say, like, I mean,
I do.
I will jokingly say, like, some shit time to time. Like, I'm a fucking.
You like Shane Gillis?
Oh, yeah.
He says shit is just gay.
He's so perfect with that shit, bro. He's so perfect.
And the reason that he's able to get so many views from it is because he's going against that shit.
Yeah, yeah. At a time where he was, like, along with the wave of just, like, getting rid of that shit. Because comedy kind of fell off for a period of time. And then
True.
Like Rogan started dropping specials on Netflix again, and it's not. I mean, that was very recent, but I'm talking about like before that.
I'm ready for when we go on Rogan.
20 fucking
Fair.
mid 15, 2020.
Did a Rogan episode with the guys, so it's just us around a table with Joe Rogan.
That would be sick as hell,
We could probably have us try to do shrooms or something.
One day.
bro. I'm just win my UFC debut in spectacular fashion. I'll be
Facts. He's
interviewing me,
he's gonna have to have you
and
on.
I'll be like, all right, I can get my MMA episode out of the way, and then bam, bring y'all on as a collective, and then he
Yeah,
can
when
be
you
on
do-
our podcast,
Dude, when you do your MMA episode with him, then it would be like, dude, you gotta let the guys come on,
Exactly.
like, and then we could all hang
Just
out.
to
with
have
Joe Rogan.
him, let him know the vibe.
Yeah.
The guys.
MMA episode number fucking 3000.
True.
The guys.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the guests we've had on?
Dude, that's the third topic, but I only have one question, so that's probably good that we did that. Yeah, the last 2 episodes we did, we had 2 guests. We had Luke Mara, which we did that in Indy, because that's where he's from, which is crazy.
Shout out 3, 1. Hey, babe. Shout out 3, 1, 7.
Peace.
Why can't you just hold up the number 7? Like,
What the fuck? Did he just say that? Oh my
So-
god.
Does he even understand?
No, I asked the
What
same
is-
question a while ago, and I've.
so
she
is
made me
it
feel
like,
so
okay, let me
stupid.
put it into this
Yeah, you're
perspective,
right.
right? So we in vocabulary have the word 1, and then we have the number 1. They're both this.
Or if you have a title to something, you can always, if you want to say like, it's always just gonna be like 1, I guess.
What is?
So like, give me an example of what like the sentence or something.
So like, basically what I'm getting at is if what was it? Is it this is 7? So why would this not
This
be
is
7?
7 in hand sign.
Just make their own language.
Well, what I'm saying is if this is 7, is this 7 the word, and then this is 7 the number?
No, this is all the same.
They're just both this.
Both the same thing.
They
That's
represent the
interesting.
same thing? That's interesting.
Interesting.
Symbolic.
I mean, I guess in our language, this is both the word 7 and the
True.
number
It
7.
represents the
Like,
same thing.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to look at the only question that I had on this topic. What's your favorite thing about having a guest on? What's your favorite thing about having episodes with a guest?
Gaining knowledge. I literally just love
Yes.
conversating with people and just gaining a thing or two from them.
We're value exchanging. We're
Yeah, I
giving them a
like that.
platform to talk, just like we're giving ourselves.
Yes.
And
I
we're-
think the cross promotion aspect.
Yes, we're sharing our platform essentially that we've created. We're making up a thing.
Well, gaining. When I said gaining something from them, it wasn't like clout or nothing. I was saying like knowledge.
No, not. But that's what I'm getting at. It's like what they're getting
Like,
is
Stuart literally fucking changed my fucking financial life.
Fair.
Literally. He ain't
What-
getting money or no
what
shit.
we're
That'd be
changing
nice.
is them to have a
Fair.
place to say the things that they could give to the world, and what we're gaining from them is the knowledge that they're bringing, or the network that they're bringing, or just the connection that we're getting hanging out with them. It's very like value exchange to break it down to like a simple math, but like we get a lot of tangibilities out of having somebody else on that's not just the 4 of us, because we have a lot of similar opinions. That's why we're friends.
It's very appealing to have everyone who's like aware of who we are, and everyone who's aware of who Stu is, and get all those people together for one thing.
Yes.
And it creates a cross of interest where it's like a very niche thing. This isn't just the guy's interview, and it's not just an interview of Stu. It's the guy's interview Stu.
Yeah.
So it's very niche.
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of like features in music.
Yeah.
It's like it's bringing 2 fan bases together.
Make some good feelings.
Yeah. When me and Lukey make music, and it's really ironic because up until like recently, it's like I didn't understand, and I was in denial about it, but I was like expecting him to like share it more often, like like he was almost proud of it. But it's like, what was I doing to share it like that? You know what I mean? So it's like he's not feeding off of anything. I was almost expecting him to carry me in that aspect because I knew he was good at it. But it's like I genuinely just like making music with the guy. I was just like, oh, now this is the value exchange. Like I get him on, my song, and we get to intermix fan bases. Same with like Skizzy. I wanted him to share the song because I'm like, okay, now his fan base is gonna hear my shit, and vice versa. Like everybody that's listening to my music, they know who Skizzy Mars is now.
We all get that by being a part of this,
right?
From each other. It's the same thing as like there's a reason this podcast isn't just one or two of us.
True.
It's all four of us because this has the value it has when we're all four here.
We also can't expect other people to be like, I could see maybe us adding another person or two to the mix at some point, but it's like they can't necessarily be like, Lukey's not going to be on all the time. Stu's not going to be on the podcast all the time. Brendan's not going to be on the podcast all the time. So we're getting the value of getting to hang out with them. Maybe they'd be on again, but they're not going to be every episode. So then we're getting the value of us all being willing to be on every episode. And then we get extra value when we get to get somebody else to come on and add value to what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about having a guest on, I love the interviewing aspect. I love the fact that I can ask them whatever I want. And then it's like a challenge of like studying their person. It's like I could have went on to the Stewart podcast with what I had known about Stewart up to that point, but I don't think it would have been as fleshed out. It would have been It wouldn't have been good. Because what I like to do is I'm like, okay, Stewart posts shit on Facebook and he means it. You can just tell. It's like how he does it where you can tell he means it. So I'm able to look at all of his old posts, read through them, and then I have a bunch of questions catered to that. And then he says some shit like, I want to have my own podcast, but I feel like I would need somebody questioning me because I think if I was doing it myself, I would go on tangents. He was like, this is like perfect for asking me and keeping me on track. His biggest thing was that he was scared he would tap out of that. So it was very nice to see that from him.
Well, also, if you think about it, he, as far as I could tell, had a great time.
Yeah, I agree.
And if he feels like he needs some kind of platform like that to be able to talk about the things that he's truly passionate about and like get it out to the internet, because I will say I don't see Stewart posting a lot of videos of himself talking about
Facts.
the things that he's doing, and it's like he's giving a lot of information, which sometimes is hard to digest just in text. But some people can tap into that, and I can respect that. And at least he's doing something. He's giving a lot of knowledge.
He's
to the
got
world.
money tips. He's got lifestyle type tips.
I have an off-camera fucking question. Never mind.
Oh, you can't ask it on camera?
But it's like he's giving a lot of information, and it's like I appreciate that. Because
I agree.
actually, shout out to Stewart if he watches this
Yeah, thank
episode,
you,
when he
Stewart.
watches this episode.
That was I like that episode.
Something that I recently started doing was like I have like changed my dynamic of, okay, I wake up, I hope to be up by 11, and then when I get up, if I have a job to do, that's great. If I don't, I'll kind of just run with the day and just kind of let it go. Maybe I make a reel when I wake up. Maybe I play Baldur's Gate with Seth. Maybe on some off chance I make music, or maybe I walk somewhere with the guys, or we shoot a video. But
Ain't got time to cold bath in the morning.
I actually do, and I don't.
Don't challenge me right now,
Yeah, bro. I've been thinking about it a lot.
I'll
5
ex-
minutes.
I'll
I
accept
would
your
say
fucking challenge.
You have put it in such a way that no matter what excuse I give myself, it doesn't matter because it's not good enough. Like, the excuse is never going to be good enough. I just need to do it and stop being a little bitch about it. But no, I have not done it yet.
How about this?
However, I plan on doing it at some point. I haven't decided when I'm making that.
So
I used an ice pack on my shoulder last night.
nice. That's a good start.
It makes a huge difference. It's really helpful.
Yeah.
So I think an ice bath would be similarly helpful, and it makes it easier to think about
Everything
because
goes
if it's going to
away.
relieve some of the
It relieves
tension,
everything, bro. It's
then
crazy.
the 15, 20 minutes of pain is not going to be.
Not even that. Literally, because especially the first time, dude, it sucks, dude. Like, I would say 3 minutes. Trust me, it might not seem like shit, but like as soon as you get in there,
Dude, 3 minutes is forever.
Dude.
So this is what I'm
so
saying.
it's equivalent to like a plank. It's like hard.
like once you're
if
in
I
the
can
plank.
fight one MMA round, 3 minutes, you can do a cold
Yeah.
bath.
And
Cold bath
let me
for
say
3
this too.
minutes.
It's almost insane to me that. So I've like showered with women, obviously, and
Can relate.
yeah, and I always end my showers by turning all the hot water off and running my hair and face under the cold water, because what it does is it closes your pores so that you don't just get out of the shower and your pores are all open. You just get a bunch of fucking oil and dirt in your fucking pores right after you just showered. And they're always like, "Oh my god, like, well, hurry up and do your thing." Like, they don't even want to get touched by the cold water because it's too much. And now, bro, when I turn the hot water off, it doesn't even faze me. When it hits my face, it's just like, this is normal.
You're like,
My face is regulated to understand that as soon as I do this motion with the hot water, that means that it just needs to be ready for the cold water, and it gets hit, and it's like, okay, yeah, great, thank you.
This is what we do every day.
And that's how I equate it to probably being in the cold bath. It's like at a certain point, I will get to the point where I can be like, yeah, this is about to suck for a second, but it's whatever. I'll just do it, and then I'll be done with it.
Bro, you could literally recite a song that's around 3 minutes and just do that song. And, dude, it's like this is not going to be shit reciting this song on stage. Like, I literally will, like, fucking rip this song on stage, no problem.
Bro. Oh.
I was just going to say, the only thing I can think about that is I would want to be able to do it without, because, and I view working out this way as well. I'm not going to say that a lot of the times I work out with no music, but I do think music is an easier way to work out. That's why they have it playing on the radio at the gym. That's why people wear headphones. That's why, and it's not to even say that it's a cop-out, because you're still working out, and you're probably getting damn near just as much, but it's a distraction. It's taking the mental focus away from what you're doing. Not completely, but even if you can dumb it down to like you're just hearing the noise, you're still getting some kind of stimulus outside of the working out itself.
Just a slight devil's avocado.
Fair.
avocado.
When I run, it like makes me in tune with
I feel
my
that.
mental focus on like my feelings towards the fight, because I feel like fighting is literally 50 or above 50% mental.
I agree. I've never been in the scenario, but I could see that being the case. I was agreeing to the running and it getting you into the flow. And it's like, I'm not sitting here saying that you can't work out with music, because I think there is a...
What you're saying, though, is very fucking true.
Yeah, it's like
that's proven fact.
I love working out with music. It actually makes it makes it easier for me. And it
That's
kind
the
of gets
point.
me like more gassed up and like, and then it's like, what you're doing is you're like trying to get yourself in the mindset, and you know, not everything inside yourself is going to stimulate that feeling. There's a lot of external that goes on, which is why you even enjoy fighting to begin with. It's the feeling of being in the cage and like getting ready to punch somebody is an external feeling of what's like going on in here that's getting you stimulated to want to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like music can do that. We were actually just talking about music today, and like how I was like, if you put the music that we listen to regularly into just like a habitat with a bunch of monkeys regularly, how do you think that they would react to that? And Dave was like, I feel like it would probably make them pretty violent, which I agree with. It would be a lot of stimuli that they're not used to,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of just nature sounding going on. Maybe not so much zoo animals, but
What if it was like on volume 1 for a year, and
then they just
volume
incrementally
2
changed
for a
it?
year, and then
I mean, maybe. I feel like music releases some kind of creativity, and that's where like development happens. It's like you have to be creative to come up with the next step. If you're not creative, you're just like this: A equals B, A equals B, A equals B, A equals B, over and over again, because it just works, and it just stays that way the whole time. But if
you
you
never
are,
get to see other letters. You're just
yeah, and
A and B.
and maybe even see that A equals the uppercase B, because it's now more involved, and that section of the equation is now different but better, and only exponentially better in every way instead of it being a negative change. I don't know how I got there.
Yeah, we were talking about guests.
Yeah, we were asking what our favorite thing is about having guests on.
Oh yeah,
The tangent.
the least
cast.
conscious tangent cast.
It's the thing though. It's like people want to say we're not conscious, but we completely are, because it's like everything we're saying, we mean what we say.
Like I was consciously talking about.
Yeah,
what I was
meant
just talking about. It's
all
just-
the Paddy the Baddie fucking shots. I meant those, and then I'm so glad I said this to Keaton. This is fucking great. But my favorite thing about having a guest on is definitely learning from them, like Keaton said, but also being able to talk to them myself and being able to ask whatever questions I want.
Conversating is just the point of life, I feel like.
Facts.
Conversing
It's
is
networking.
It's
phenomenal.
nice to like for example, just being around like my girlfriend at night. Like we don't even have to conversate. We'll just be laying in bed, watching a TV show, or just laying down before we go to sleep. It's just nice.
It's you're
But conversating is the point of life, I feel like.
you're in a comfortable energy in that moment, and it's like the conversation can spark, and if it does, it'll fly, and if it doesn't, that's not necessary. But it's only because you guys have had so many conversations, right?
True.
You don't have to be talking to understand each other because you've had so many
Of
conversations.
course, yeah.
And obviously you'll have more conversations and figure out each other even more deeply, but you're to a point now where you guys can just be comfortable without having conversation. Because think about it, when you meet somebody for the first time, if you're just sitting there with them, not saying anything, it's awkward as shit. Every single
First on
time.
the podcast, we started like.
Dude, could you imagine?
At the other conscious cast.
Facts. At any hater that we have trying to do a
Facts.
podcast.
But yeah, it's like you're
Facts.
never just going to be sitting in silence around somebody that is quite literally in your presence. Like you could go to a restaurant and sit in silence around a bunch of people, but they're not there to be in your presence, right? So if you're there to be in each other's presence, but you're just both being silent and you've never really been in each other's presence like that before, it's always going to be awkward. And
Because
so
you don't know what to tap into.
right. I can hang out with you guys without saying anything. I would say more often than not we're talking because
Yeah.
we have a lot of ideas and whatever.
We're trying to really figure shit out right
yeah,
now.
we're feeling through the world.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of conversations, but it's not like I could just never sit in silence around you guys.
Right.
Dude, we do it all the time.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
whenever you guys are playing Baldur's Gate, it gets quite quiet. It's like you guys don't have to be. You know what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
You realize you're both on the same frequency.
I had a speck in my eye for so long.
I have a funny. I
I feel like you've had a question for a while.
Well, I have the second topic here, and I wrote something to go into it, and I'm so glad that Noah used the word handling or handle earlier because it'll go perfectly into what I'm about to say. But I want to make sure that there's nothing else on the topic of guests before I do that.
I want to remember why I said handled.
I don't remember.
He's
You were like, they
saying
can't
whether
handle.
or not he could handle something, but you were like, handle's not the right word.
But then I was like, bro, but you said handle, so we're already here.
When people first meet people, most of the time they can't handle.
Nah, it was earlier. It
Keaton
was
will
earlier.
need the mic for this second topic as well because the
Okay.
first question is directed at him.
Oh.
I want to make sure.
Oh, fair.
Anything about
I'm,
the guests?
I'm done.
Anything?
We lit.
All right. Keaton, pretty much this whole section is for you, my friend.
Oh my.
So I wrote something.
David
for
cooked.
this. David cooked a bit. The next topic is
Appreciation,
Mad Dog's fight in 2 days with Connor, a man who couldn't handle a podcast without slapping him. He could not handle doing a podcast. He couldn't handle it, or else he would be here. Or yes.
We would be there tomorrow.
Right.
He could have been
He
here.
couldn't
yeah.
be around him without losing his temper and slapping him.
And that's literally what I'm gonna fucking tell him when we face off at weigh-ins. I'm like, fucking slap me, bro. Fucking slap me.
So this is all right. So the first question is, Keaton, Mad Dog Miller, what does this fight mean to you?
Every fight I have is a step towards the life I want to live. And it's like repetitive, I know, but like I have a lot of. Obviously, I put all the weight on my shoulders. I back up a big talk. I'm willing to put in the work in order to do what it takes in order to back up that talk. Such as coming off of Fight of the Year performance earlier in the year in March.
Sips tea.
About to get KO of the year later in the year. With, honestly, submission of the year in May.
Yeah.
That's just in the MMA community around here.
Dude, so your grandma shared the video of us, like the collage of us, like about to walk out for the On the One fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was like, I'm so excited for Saturday, you know, like saying all this stuff. And I was like, it's about to be a movie again.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what would the title be? And I was like, shit, bro. I was for real thinking. I was like putting deep thought into it. I was like, okay, it was two things. One, I was like, okay, I genuinely care about Keaton's career and where he wants me to fit into that. And I was like, dude, okay, I really gotta brainstorm, like, what would the title be? And then I came up with, the first thought that came to mind was The Repeat. And I was like, okay, simple and sweet. And then I was like thinking for a long time. And then one of the thoughts that I had, this is the only reason I brought this up, is I was thinking about The Repeat, just another stepping stone. Because you were bringing up the fact that it's just another step in the journey.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're saying you have something to prove, what is that thing?
That I am that guy. If you want to put it in a short way, that I really am, like, about this life. Like, it's not just talk. Like, people can say it's all talk. But literally, when I get in the cage and I'm looking at you in the fucking face, like, it's not all talk, bro. It's not, because I will be punching you in the fucking face. And you'll be like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening?
I respect that. I think that's honest of you to say.
Yeah.
You have something to prove. You're going to go there to prove something. You're showing them face to face that shit changes when you're in person, but all the things you said are going to stand up. So I respect that.
Mm.
It's one of my favorite things about Mad Dog.
Does the
Do you want to know?
sure
You
does the
nice background.
talk come from
on your phone.
the feeling of needing to prove yourself, or does needing to prove yourself come from the talking?
I'm not going to lie. Originally, it was to prove myself.
What, like the talking was to... Wait. So...
And originally, the talking was to prove myself. Like, I would say it really started popping off around the second Sakai fight and the build-up.
like the talking did?
After the first fight, I mean. In order to get the second fight.
So
It was a lot.
Are you saying like the talking was ramping up by the second Sakai fight?
Yeah, like, even before. Like, because I had to talk in order to get the second fight.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's the point I'm making is like...
And he took it way too personal.
Right?
And I mean, I'm going to keep that same energy if you get that personal, bro.
So you talk a lot to build up a lot of things. Essentially, to get the fight, you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
So is now that you've talked and you got the fight, is that the time where you're like, okay, now I need to prove it? Or are you trying to prove yourself so you're like, I need to talk to prove to people, to get people to get involved so that I can do that? Or is it all just encapsulated into one thing where it's just like you talk to prove yourself, but you prove yourself because you talk? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I realized after that second fight that it kind of proved to me that, one, I'm naturally good at this fucking shit.
Fair.
Like, it fits.
I feel you.
And that it works in all aspects of the game.
Like you're good on and off the court to be...
In and out the cage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. In and out the cage, and before I enter the cage.
Yeah.
Why do you think that Connor wouldn't be able to do a podcast without getting reactive?
It's honestly a
Good
front
question.
because he knows he's not more macho than me. Like, he feels the vibe and energy from me. He knows what it is. I've proven it to him. And it's a front because he is embarrassed of not only how it would go. He's probably intimidated that it's like, there's no way he can be intimidated because he can bring whoever he wants. I told him that.
Yeah, like he could have his whole squad here. It's,
Yeah.
Well,
It
fair.
is hard to talk
While
shit when you know
while
you're
I
gonna
agree
lose.
with that, dude.
He knows that he knows that it's going to have to, like,
He knows he's not gonna win. Like, that's his
well, I don't think that's the thing. He knows he wants to win. Like, in his mind, he sees himself winning this and getting a title shot in Griggs, just like me. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. He's nervous about how that would go down.
He's nervous outside the cage. It's not about him being nervous in there.
Correct.
And
Correct.
it's like,
Correct.
bro, do you think that I was just thinking about this when you brought up him not feeling as macho as you, you know what I mean? I'm like, dude, did the fighting community watch this interview with you and Levi and they're like, I don't want a part of that. They
Most
see how
likely.
mad you're making him and how reactive and how much of an ass
Most
he's
likely.
making himself. And it's like, dude, I feel like if Connor got on the podcast, he'd end up mad and saying some shit that's just going to make him look silly. And I think he's aware of that and is just like, all right, I'm just going to stay calm and collective and not put myself in that position. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. He probably just has the mindset of, like, I'll show you what's up in the cage.
But yeah, then he puts on the front of like, I'd slap you if I was in front of you. That's why I won't go. Not because he doesn't think he couldn't hold his composure. Like,
Exactly.
Bro,
Cap.
I think that whole shit is fucking that's an out for sure. That's an out.
absolutely.
What the fuck was?
But it loses in all aspects because it's like, if that was true, then you cannot control yourself.
Now, I love this question because it's so clip worthy. I cannot wait to see what Keaton has to say to this.
Shit.
But Mad Dog Miller, how do you see this fight going with you and
LOL.
Connor Poe? How do you think that the 83 or whatever the fuck percent it was
Oh my
of
God,
Connor
bro.
winning and the only 17% on Mad Dog Miller's side, do you see that being how this fight going? You think only 17%?
Those odds were fucking crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, what do you think about those odds? How do you think the fight's
the fact
gonna
that
go?
it wasn't even 50-50 is just absurd to me, bro.
Let's hear it from Mad
At
Dog.
least, yeah. I would say you have to tune in to find out.
That's fair.
I got physical tickets if you need them. $40 a piece.
I'll give my prediction.
I have my link in the bio of my Instagram, Keaton Miller _MMA. You have to tune in because you either see it one way or the other, right? You want to see the underdog win. I love that shit. Because you love me. You love what I'm doing. You support what I'm doing. Or you want to see me fucking lose, right, bro? You want to see me get choked out, grounded, pounded out, dominated by Connor, fucking the Raven Poe.
He's gonna peck your eyes out, bro.
Dude, I will literally eat him. No Diddy.
Mad Dog.
No Diddy,
bro.
Yeah, thank you. We needed that.
Diddy.
That saves our
a s-
image, bro.
A circle and a slash.
That's
through it,
going
you
on
know
the
what I'm
TV.
saying?
I got pissed again.
Okay, here's my prediction.
What is it?
Here's my prediction. Round 2. Okay. He's gonna try to change tactics because you're gonna psych him out in round 1. He's gonna try to tackle you to the ground. But you're gonna get up and then you're gonna knock him out.
Dude, I definitely feel like it's going to end up being a knockout.
Round 2 knockout.
Dude, it's going to be the first Mad
After
Dog
grapple attempt.
Miller knockout that I've gotten to see.
Just tune in.
Dude, I can't wait.
Just tune in to
Wait,
find out.
so is this kickboxing or
No, it's MMA.
MMA.
Yeah.
Bro,
Because there's no grappling in kickboxing, is there?
yeah.
No, like this happened in kickboxing though.
What a god tier picture, bro.
Wait, what picture?
The one that's on the screen in post.
Yeah. If you're streaming
I'm not
it,
seeing anything back here, man.
you have to rewatch this and
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
They're gonna edit it stuff. They're gonna put it on.
Dude,
You're
I'm
welcome.
not seeing anything.
You're
right
welcome
here.
for getting caught up to
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Fight Club,
That was Fight
That
Club.
was the biggest of all Fight Club.
dude.
Dude, I'm just so excited to watch
I
you
just
knock
can't wait to
somebody
weigh
out,
in,
bro.
bro. Fucking look him in the face.
I remember.
Did you hear my prediction?
Yeah.
Second round. He's
Dude.
gonna try. Connor's gonna try to take Keaton down
Of course, bro.
because
I turn anyone into a wrestler at
Connor's-
some point.
Yeah, bro.
Connor's
They
gonna
can't
see
handle
the
the hands
speed.
and the feet,
Connor's
bro.
gonna see the agility that's going on with Mad Dog, and he might take a couple hits to the face from Mad Dog, and he's gonna get psyched out after round one because he's gonna be like, "Damn, that wasn't going how I wanted. I better re-strategize. Maybe I can take him to the ground."
His
choke
coaches
him
are gonna
out."
be like, "You can get him to the ground. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Once you get him on the ground, he's not shit."
And so then, what's gonna happen is Connor's
Can
gonna
you stop talking about this, bro?
Connor's gonna try to take you to the ground. You're gonna be way stronger on the ground than he thought.
Yeah, because he did not get to experience that.
You're going to get off the ground, and he's gonna be like trying to stand back up, and you're gonna hit him in the face.
Dude, it's like
I see it.
he only got to see you standing up. So then he's going to be like, "Okay, I lost that one. Now what's my only other option is to take him to the ground," and you're just also going to be covered in that area, and he's not going to be ready.
You've got all the bases on lock.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Just tune in, please.
Actually, tune in.
Shit's a movie, man. Support your local MMA fighter.
About to be crazy.
Can I also just slide in there as a, like, kind of a segue? Like, this whole episode is pretty much about the guys and what we're about, so I'm going to put this in there. Each time we post a reel, reach 100 more accounts on Instagram. We're almost at 2.4K right now. Just from every post that we do, because we're doing it consistently and we're getting more views. So, keep hating.
And keep loving.
Yeah, keep loving. Honestly, yeah, if you agree with what we're saying and you think we're entertaining and you think we're funny, tell us that.
Keep watching.
Yeah, keep watching even. Just give us attention. We need it.
Nah, fuck your petty attention.
True.
I can't do anything without it.
But if you want tickets to Mad Dog's fight,
What we're doing here is we're unlocking the secrets of the universe.
We're unlocking the swag.
And if we unlock them and then we give them to you, then you have the keys to the universe.
also you can watch Matter of Fact, which is me and Seth's other podcast where we talk about God.
Well,
That seems. Yeah, we talk about also Jesus. We also talk about Jesus,
we're talking about
theology,
very existential
the Bible.
topics.
It's
Talking
about
about
it's
God
about
sometimes.
Christianity.
Yeah, creation of the
Can
universe
you guys
type
do a segment
shit.
on Greek mythology?
I would love to do a segment on
That
Greek
shit would be
mythology.
fire.
We're doing
Motherfucker, I would do
archetypes
every
next.
fucking segment on motherfucking Greek mythology.
We're doing archetypes
Dude, Greek
next.
mythology
Greek
is where it's
mythology
at,
and
bro.
archetypes are like holding hands, bro.
Don't you fucking get me started on motherfucking Greek mythology.
We could do Greek
alright?
mythology.
Dude, can I guest on the Greek mythology episode?
Like what we would talk about?
Dude, I would love to
Dude.
talk about Greek mythology.
Oh, like would you want to be on it?
I fucking love Greek
Bro, if you want
mythology.
to be on the
bro.
episode, that's fine by me. You just gotta be up by fucking 8:30.
That's what
You
it
gotta
takes.
wear a
Yeah.
That's
toga.
business, bro.
Right.
We're all wearing togas.
Okay. About to be looking like Animal House, bro.
So I'm gonna quiz Keaton.
Yeah, is that Roman?
Keaton, I'm gonna quiz
Oh,
you.
shit, yeah, you're right.
What do the Greeks wear? Tunics. Tunics.
It's just the thing you said. All right, Keaton. In Greek mythology.
God damn, you guys are alcoholics, bro. I need different.
All right, this
I have
question's for
one
Keaton.
beer.
Don't listen to Keaton. Okay. What is a siren?
In Greek mythology.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's in the lake type, in the water
It's
type
in
shit.
the water, yes.
Nice.
But what is happening? Do you remember?
What do they do?
Yeah, what is the siren
Mermaid
doing?
type shit, right?
There are
Mermaid type
mermaids,
shit?
yes.
Mhm.
Now what are they
Yep.
doing? They're doing something.
They're attracting.
How are
fucking
they doing
men,
it?
bro?
How are they doing it?
Singing.
Singing, yes, hell yeah. We're all into ask the questions, he knows. So they're singing. Do you remember what do you know Odysseus?
Yeah.
Do you remember what Odysseus did and had his crew members do when they went through the sirens? And this is so symbolically relevant.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Unbelievably.
I don't know like the deep details about what happens in this moment because of the Percy Jackson series.
Percy Jackson paints it out
'Cause
perfectly.
Annabeth does the same thing.
You seem to have some pretty good knowledge, at least on the basic things in Greek mythology.
Annabeth.
The first things
Yeah.
I said. Do you remember? Do you remember? So Odysseus and his crew on his ship have to go through these sirens, and they all know it because they just have the awareness. Odysseus has his crewmates do something.
Remind me, is it like a basic kind of thing?
They tie him up.
You are correct, so they don't go. Well, you're right.
Yes, they
all
the
plug
crew-
their ears.
Yes.
They block their ears while he ties himself up. So he's listening to the siren song, and he's like trying to mentally power through being tempted by the sirens.
So he has all of his crewmen tie him up to a post, and all of them put in earplugs so that they can't hear him. And Odysseus essentially is begging and screaming at these men to please anything, just let me out of these ropes. I want to go to these beautiful serenading women.
In
And
reality, they're not beautiful.
right.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you're right. It's
Sirens
just a
aren't beautiful,
perception.
and that's like chasing a high. It's like chasing your next heroin
Yeah.
fix. Is the siren? You're chasing something.
Correct.
So it's like Greek mythology would be a phenomenal episode.
Hell
They
yeah.
mythology is valuable because it's like very like basic, like you said, archetypes.
It's very
like
archetypal.
they wrote that myth, and that shit's made up, of course. Like there's no sirens, that's not a thing, but
I don't know.
the concept of having it's very symbolic. They didn't mean it literally. They meant it as if they meant it so that to communicate. It's called an epic poem. He's trying to communicate meaning.
Facts.
Homer was trying to communicate meaning in I think it was the Iliad that was it was either the Iliad or the Odyssey.
The Odyssey is the one where the sirens happened, I
Okay,
believe.
so he's trying to communicate this deep meaning in like the human psyche where there could be something that is calling to you
Like an addiction almost.
like an addiction that's actually not as beautiful and it's actually going to kill you. It's like destroying you, but it's literally calling your name. And it's like, who knows if Homer truly believed that or not. I mean, a lot of Greeks did believe in the mythology, like literally, but he's just writing a story. He's like,
I got one more for Keaton. I'm gonna question your trivia one more time because this is my second favorite thing to pull from the Odyssey and Greek mythology.
Your first is Siren?
The Sirens is phenomenal. The Sirens explains perfectly something that you want so badly, but if you got it, you'd actually die. It's showing you pleasure and how illusory it can be, and if you fall into it, perhaps the thing that you want so badly, like a heroin fix, is the exact thing killing
even
you.
something-
I wish I knew
like
we were
sugar
gonna talk
every
about this.
day,
I would have
like-
done a refresher, bro. I was so
Dude, don't worry. We're going to
pissed.
do a matter of fact episode. You can get a refresher right there. So, the second trivia question is,
Okay.
I believe it's Pleasure Island, but that's also a Pinocchio quote, so maybe that's not what it's called, but it represents what I'm talking about. The sauna Pleasure Island in the Odyssey. What is it?
Damn, bro.
Because it paints out another great analogy.
Is it like similar to a place of hell?
It's the opposite.
Nice.
It's a place of it's a place
Well,
of heaven.
so it's
well,
not
it
hell.
is hell.
The thing is that it's like another
It's
illusory trap.
deceptive.
Yeah,
it's very
it's-
deceptive. It's supposed to seem like heaven. It feels like heaven, but then
You're not supposed to think about it.
yes.
You're supposed to just fall into it and just never think anything again.
it's very relaxation and just like calm and peaceful and just warm and enjoyable, but you're
There's no
losing
problems
your
in the
whole
world.
life.
Comfort
You're
zone.
losing so
Yes.
much time.
So Odysseus and his crew fall on this island, and it's like a sauna and all it is beautiful women. There's no men. It's just beautiful women. That's all it is. And they just give the men baths, and they clean them, and they give them great food and cheese and wine and grapes. And then what happens is they definitely fuck.
Yeah, they're fucking.
And then they realized 10 years went by. They didn't even realize it felt like no way it's been 10 years. We just stopped here for a pit stop. How's it been 10 years?
They're just casually enjoying their time.
Yeah. And
Not really thinking about time, but they're just enjoying it.
yeah, they're just doing whatever they want, whenever they want, getting rinsed by these beautiful women. These beautiful women bring them food whenever they want it, and then a decade goes by. It's like, oh, my family's and my children are waiting for me on a different island. I'm supposed to fight in this war and go back.
Yeah, I thought I was here for a week, maybe.
Yeah, and then you've been there for
10 years.
10 years. Those are my two favorite things in the Odyssey. I honestly should probably reread it. But Greek mythology is powerful.
If you've never read the Iliad, you should also read the
I don't think I have. It's the precursor to...
I believe
suck
it
at
is
reading
some
books.
prequel.
Dude, don't worry. Matter of fact, bro. Episode
Yes, I appreciate it.
5. We're going to talk about archetypes, which is pretty much Greek mythology. It's like almost the same fucking thing, bro.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's like all of the mythologies resemble each other. That's getting very deep into how archetypes work, but it's like different cultures on different parts of the planet that never communicated to each other also wrote the exact same kind of story.
Yeah.
With the same symbolic lessons.
Yeah.
And it's showing that there's a ingrained, almost similar to instinctual, but just a very unconscious.
Is it a collective unconscious?
Collective
Yeah.
thoughts, because we're born with these lessons already learned by past generations.
It's in our DNA.
Yes, we like.
It's like we know suffering is what it takes to be a hero.
Yeah.
We know that in the hero's lesson, you have to do the difficult thing. Mario's a hero because he defeats Bowser. He gets the girl through beating the giant demon turtle. Whatever the fuck he is.
Facts.
Spiky turtle man.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he is. But yeah, great point. We'll probably eventually do that. But we've been getting hate. We've been getting guests. Keaton has a fight coming up. He's doing his way in tomorrow. Hopefully he doesn't get slapped.
Yeah,
I hope he does, bro.
Dude,
He'll really learn how fast I am. He'll be like, how the fuck did I miss that?
would you
And then
would
he'll
you
take
go
a
all out,
fucking-
or would you
I'll
like
slap him
step
back.
away?
Huh?
Would you like hit and then like step away, or are you like?
You're like, oh, you slapped
Are you
me?
trying to win a
Fuck
fight?
that,
Are
bro.
you
I
trying
don't
to-
reveal. I don't reveal.
You never know his next move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Slap him and find out.
Yeah. It's
I'll
relatable
tell you off
too.
cam, though.
True, he has an off-camera question.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait till he tells me off cam and I can message Connor Pro because I'm actually.
I'll put it on my story.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody
Double
what
whatever.
he would do if he
Double
got
agent.
slapped, but not on camera.
You're still gonna tell us.
This is the conscious cast, the funny cast, the not Diddy shit cast,
The not pedophile.
the not illiterate cast, the
Yeah,
literate
yeah.
cast,
The literate cast.
The not cat girl cast.
Yeah.
The non-blowy, forcefully. Bro.
The cast.
I was not raised that way, so don't ever accuse me of that. Also,
The guys cast.
I'll ask that on pod for camera evidence, just in case.
What are you talking about? What question?
Is it defamation of character? Can I sue him for accusing me online?
I don't know the law
don't
on
know.
that. I don't know the law because
I
they
don't pay
should.
attention to the
You
law.
should have a lawyer.
Yeah, the Mad Dog should have. Honestly, as
should
soon
have a
as you can
lawyer.
get a lawyer,
My grandpa has a lawyer.
bro.
We could have a lawyer.
Yes, a lawyer would probably be.
If anyone
yeah,
knows a conscious
for the
ass
life you're
lawyer,
trying to
let
live,
us
yes. For the life that you're trying to live, you should have a lawyer.
know. My
And they
grandpa's
should,
got me
for all of
covered.
us, it should just be the same one. They should just. We're all just going to the same guy. Yes.
But
We're
I
gonna
will.
know all our fucking dirty secrets, bro.
This is kind of off cast, but like I have some money. This is probably not gonna be a good idea, but I would love to go out to eat. That sounds phenomenal. I would love to go out to eat.
I
I have no money.
Some
You have
stuff
any
over
money?
I have money.
there, like Burger King and shit.
Oh yeah, we have coupons.
Yeah,
I
we
had
have
no money, and then I
coupons.
bought a ticket. Or I had 40
I will
bucks and I bought a
literally
ticket.
Listen.
eat
Oh.
a cup of ice.
Okay.
Oh, I have money to pay for you.
I stand against
Bro.
Burger King.
This
and
is
fast food.
friendship right here.
I would like to sit down somewhere. That sounds fun.
Yes, and also fuck fast food.
I'll eat it, but I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, we ate it the other night because we're on a budget and it's an excuse.
It is an excuse. I'm trying to gain weight, and as cheap as it sounds, I ate a
No,
double
I
quarter
just-
pounder from McDonald's to help with that. I'm not
Dude,
ashamed.
I'm just saying, what would Stu say?
Stu would say 75-day challenge.
No
10% of your
Dude.
entire income. Or
I know I
no,
was forgetting something.
your entire expenses on top of all your entire expenses.
I literally was trying to talk about Stu posting a specific thing, and we got on such a deep tangent I
Oh,
forgot
what was it?
completely. He posted. It was when I was talking about changing around my day because I just addressed all the things that I was doing. I never said what I am doing now. I'm making a schedule every day. I'm doing push-ups every day again. I'm trying to get into habits where it's like maybe not so daunting as I have to do it every single day, but maybe every other day. And it's like just seeing my day laid out is a lot of help for just mentally being prepared for what I got to do. And it's just like the cold bath. It's like you're taking on a super hardship to make everything else in the day a lot easier. Stu posted these pictures, and it was like 15 minutes to change your life or get your life back on track. And it was like the first one was put your phone down and pick up a pen and paper because your phone is helpful, but it's not going to give you clarity. I was like, damn. Okay, like,
Dude, I'm gonna own it right now. I completely forgot to start riding for this fight camp.
I have some off-conscious cast questions to ask you about that. Depends on if you're going out to eat with us. If you're not going, then okay. Yeah, I have some questions for you.
I literally will just smelling it at least will help me a little, I guess. I'll smell.
Are you not that hungry? Oh wait, you're not gonna eat it all. I see. Yeah, you can't eat anything, not even something healthy.
I would say like my weight is where it should be.
So you shouldn't eat it all.
Yes.
Tomorrow's weigh-in, so I respect that.
yeah. Dedication.
And that's honestly dope that you're still willing to go despite.
Yeah, I was about to say I
Yeah,
respect that.
I appreciate
You're
that.
almost putting yourself through the torture to hang out with the dogs.
Wait, did you have anything else before I say this?
I was just gonna say back to what I was originally saying is a wall of text is very daunting, but sometimes when that's not the only thing that he posts. It's like in this scenario it was 5 pictures that he shared, and then he talked about it, of course. And it was just very impactful for me in the moment of the mindset I was in. And I was just like, I got to do something. And so I got up and I saw it. A couple days went by. I couldn't sleep for the night. And then I got up and I made a goals list. And I circled all the long-term goals. And I didn't follow it exactly as it was posted, but I'm just saying it was giving me inspiration. And Stuart's very good at delivering knowledge and inspiration in that way. And it was to touch on the topic of him being like, I can't just be on a podcast on myself because I need people to ask me questions kind of shit.
Right. Well, I appreciated you saying like what your daily routine is looking like right now.
Right.
I would like, well, honestly, wait, no. Who are you before I do that?
Who am I as in like I'm signing
For
off?
the conscious, yeah, pretty much, yes.
I am the vanilla boy spelled with an E, not an I.
Yes, correct. I pretty much, dude, we could ask everybody, I think, what our daily life is looking like right now. I think that's a great question for you with fighting coming up. But I'm going to say what my routine looks like on a daily basis right now. I guess he's got to piss, but we can talk shit about him now that he's gone. But my daily
Am I about to get
routine
murdered?
right
Did y'all
now,
set me up?
don't tell him, is that I wake up, make a cup of coffee, roll a joint, learn about world history.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up usually about 8 or 9 in the morning, maybe 9:30 at the latest of a regular day. But I wake up, roll a joint, make a cup of coffee. I learn about world history through John Green, the meth head. He's not actually a meth head, but he has crazy energy, kind of like this guy. And I also usually write for like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I work on producing Day's Produce for like
right back for
2 to 3. Yeah, of course. I'll make it lengthy.
I can also do it as well.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
But Seth knows probably more about my daily habits than anybody right now. And that's mainly because me and Seth do both these podcasts.
yeah,
We do a podcast away called Matter of Fact, and then we do Conscious Cast, and both of them are on the same day every week. So we have 2 weekly podcasts.
I also wake up usually a little after David, but it's like 9:30 or 10.
Can I walk away for a second?
I pack a bowl. I smoke.
Yeah, I
drink some
smoke.
coffee.
Drink some
I've
coffee.
been practicing the 5x5x5 Rubik's Cube.
He's getting really good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm figuring out some tricks. I've been designing graphic designs for the Conscious Cast and for the Matter of Fact podcast and for like clients. Like I have a client who's a friend who recently had a logo design made, and so now I'm getting paid for it.
Sick.
Yeah, and I'm doing 2 podcasts a week. In between that, I'm working
You trying to get me?
at the complex that we live at. So I've
Maybe.
this summer or just this last month, I've
wasn't
helped
thinking about
pour
it at all.
4 brand new patios,
Did
just
you almost
cement
got me again?
patios. And then we've
I
done a
would've
lot of
gone.
weed eating and like
Landscaping.
stuff. And
Housework.
then, yeah, I
Did
mean,
you
helping
called
them
yourself
with
out?
house,
You didn't give
like,
yourself the sneak.
painting his aunt's house and like landscaping around there.
Working on his mom's new
replanted
property.
some plants and
Moved a bunch of rocks around a pond.
we did the gravel rocks for his aunt. Just a bunch of stuff like that in between the podcasts, and then also trying to keep up on any graphic design needs. Oh, we've also been me and Noah and David's been a part of this some, and we're doing a video now with Keaton. But we've been shooting just short music videos of me and Noah. Sometimes David's been in it. Just like doing stuff we do, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just hanging out in these videos, but we're vibing and singing along with the song, and that's been kind of fun because we're just shooting those ourselves. We're the cameramen, we're the actors, we're just in, but they're turning out pretty cool, and Noah's really good with the video editing, and he's like putting lyrics on it and everything, so it's just a really cool vibe. So you can
It's
check
that
out.
feeling.
We usually post that on the stories of the guys. So yeah, that's another thing we're keeping up on social media. We're posting a lot on our pages and trying to keep up on just promoting ourselves. That's what our day-to-day life is looking like, or mine at least.
I would agree. And what's your name?
I'm Seth A.M.,
Seth A.M.
graphic designer, personality,
Yeah.
Artist.
artist, entertainer,
So I'm pretty
the
much.
motherfucking guy. Okay.
I'm learning how to produce like Kanye. I'm learning how to speak like Jordan Peterson. And
No,
I'm-
you're not.
No, you're not. And I'm learning how to live by a disciplined routine like Joe Rogan or David Goggins. But I'm none of those people. I am Days. And that leaves one person left.
You're the collection,
Who's the collector?
David.
Keaton Mad Dog motherfucking
Days.
Miller.
You don't have a daily routine?
I do, man. Today I got up, ran 20 minutes. I try not to do cold baths during weight cuts because my coach has a theory about like I don't remember quite exactly because it was a few camps ago, but it was basically that it doesn't even like makes you gain weight, if anything, but it really doesn't even do anything for you. I don't remember exactly what he fucking said, unfortunately, but
Must have been impactful enough.
exactly.
Probably
correct,
slows
correct.
down your metabolism.
Okay, bro.
The science.
If anything, then that is what it could have been.
Probably that. I don't know if it does for sure, but if I would imagine if it's having some kind of effect on
Yeah.
your weight or not helping you in that area, it's probably turning off a lot of inflammation and
Especially if you're water loading.
fair.
Like all that I just drank, man. That's just gonna
Water?
come off.
You're not gonna drink
and-
more.
Well, that's probably the last thing I'm gonna put in my body until I weigh in.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I respect you. I respect you a lot for doing that, but that's crazy to me.
Not getting pegged tonight.
No, that's right after the fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
his
to, I have to
reward.
be dominant to like get dominated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's some Diddy shit.
That's some Diddy shit, bro. Damn, why you guys talking about that fucking gay shit, bro?
Dude.
Just come over to my house after my fights. Mad dog parties are the best parties. Dog outs. Literally,
Well, this-
bro.
I always leave early.
Listen, this has been the guys.
All right.
Damn, bro, what a way to leave.
I did a couple times already. I didn't want to get weird.